You streaming duck. All right, now I'll just load up. Oh, is it up? There's the Wix commercial on the stream.
Excellent.
Oh my god, my stream has one of those. I hate these. The show an ad 1 of 2. Now show an ad 2 of 2. All I needed was here we go. Perfect. All right. We are now live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen and Darth Vaders of all ages. Welcome to a very unorthodox stream. Thankfully, I have a very good friend of mine, Watkins. Hello, sir.
Hello.
So I ran a poll on Twitter, as I foolishly did, because I wanted to be like, I wonder what the next short little video I should make is. And everyone voted for Katakuri. Not JoJo, not me talking about the Smash Brothers DLC. Everyone voted for Katakuri. We want him. That's all. So what I decided to do was, all right, well, I can't exactly do a short video on him. So as I was just showing Watkins here, I made an intro for the video. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages long. And Watkins, would you like to guess why the intro was so long?
I mean,
without looking at the screen, of course.
I'm sure there's some stuff about CBR in there. I'm sure there's a lot of praise for our prophet Katakuri.
I mean, there's things I like, there's things I want to talk about. And I have like most of the intro is literally because I need to address the objectivity versus subjectivity of a story, because I'm sure you've seen it on Twitter every day where if someone says like let's just say I like Death Note more than One Piece, or heaven forbid I like Bleach more than One Piece. Yeah. It's like, oh man, people with different tastes, they're wrong. They're fucking wrong.
Heaven forbid you like something more than something else.
Yeah, like I bookmarked a tab where like one guy is like, I've read the big 3, and he listed as like Naruto, Bleach, and then One Piece was ranked last. And you can tell it's a very subjective tweet.
Yeah.
Even his name, his profile picture, they all just reflect subjectivity, and that's fine. Like, I'm sure he has his reasons. If he was going to make like an objective take, I would be very interested in seeing that. But there are things you can argue for. You can argue that Bleach handles some areas better. Naruto handles some areas better. One Piece 100's areas better. But I needed to address the whole, like, One Piece is not perfect. It is not. No. Oda makes mistakes. I even mentioned that I make mistakes if you just look for me on YouTube, not just for my life. And I do plan on showing my little Sanji video for that one. I can't wait. It's like, we should talk about criticism. We should discuss these characters because, it helps us grow. It helps us, have more, like a fun time. I find it more fun to like argue, or like just not really argue, just like discuss things like you and I, but like we just talked for the last half hour of what we would change about Luffy versus Katakuri.
Yeah, and we both have two different ways we would change it, but that's basically it. It's a different opinion. It's a different look on things, and even you said in our little chat, you even kind of changed your little mind about some things.
No, it is not a little mind. It's minuscule. Thank you.
Now, look.
Like, upon rereading, there are things that I got wrong in my whole Cake Island review. So I need to change that. That's perfectly fine. I need to address the things I got wrong. I want to defend Snake Man to an extent. I want to defend Katakuri more to an extent. I want to eviscerate Flampe more. There is no extent. She just needs to
there's no extent to that. She needs to just burn.
There was no objective way to defend how she's
There is none. She doesn't exist.
Pirate King Buggy put it best. Like, I think his exact words were, "How did Flompy ever even make it into the mirror world?" And I was like, "Oh, you're right."
Yeah.
And in terms of today's little stream that I have set up here, we're going to be looking at Katakuri videos. Nux Taku, who I've only watched once, so I don't know. I can't judge his work. There's also Grand Line Reviews. He did a couple Katakuri videos, but again, I can't really comment. I watched like 3 minutes of like one video that we're going to be looking at today, and I just lost interest. But it's like, no, I should give him a fair chance.
Yeah.
There'll be a grand finale of Tekken to see like the future of
Tekken.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk about the future of Katakuri, if possible. But like, here's the thing with videos, and I'm sure Watkins, hopefully you can agree with me on this one. But if you are to make a video, the title would be very important, right?
Yeah, title's like 80% of a YouTube video.
Yeah. Here's the thing, because here it is. Here's what I want to read off. This is gonna be like a fun little sneak peek, because I might change the intro at any time. But it's like, if you like or dislike something you want to talk about, that's perfectly fine. You can have these opinions because that is your human right. I'm not going to take it away. Watkins, hopefully you're not going to try to take it away. No one should take away how you feel about something.
No.
However, if you're going to create like a video or an article based on these works, you need like a different focus, you need a different mentality, because unless you state that your project is entirely subjective and use the appropriate context for subjectivity, then it is possible that your work will be viewed as objective. And my example is, for the rest of this giant article, top 10 videos you see on YouTube. I'm not talking about CBR. There's a certain content creator, and he's not the only one. I'm sure you've seen it, Watkins, too, before. Top 10 things in video games, like that ocean.
Yeah.
It's like they have a very interesting title scheme, because if we look around the video game genre, these videos will have titles like, and this is just all Rabbid Luigi, top 10 bosses in video games, or top 10 worst items in video games.
Yep.
So with a title like that, like, this means that the person who made the video has played every game. They are the leading authority. They have done all the research possible. But unfortunately, Rabbid Luigi has proven on several occasions that he most of his lists are dominated by Metroid, Metal Gear, Zelda, Mario, Pokemon, Halo, Undertale, Call of Duty. It's like with an ocean of topics, like certain things in video games, you would think the list would be a little more varied, right? But you could tell that, or you can get the implication that, oh, he's very biased. He's only focusing on like his experiences.
Plus, when you watch enough of those videos, they tend to be very repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it gets to the point where you think to yourself, okay, these people are just making these videos so they can pander to the audience that is going to be watching these, being like, yep, of course that's number one. That's obviously number one. Or, boo, why is that one number 3? It's better than the other two. It's just like, why even make the list to begin with? But I mean, they're the most clickbaity ones out there.
Yeah, and we do have to agree with Chief here. He commented, put in his top 5. Top 10, top 5 One Piece girls? Yeah, she is. She's in top 5. There is potential.
I can see the argument for 5, but 10 definitely, 5 maybe.
Yeah. By the way, we should also there's a simple revision that you can do. Literally call your video my favorite bosses, or like my favorite things video games, because at that point you tell to the viewer, it's like, oh, he's going off of his experiences, and then you can put in your objective research or from your experience with the game.
Exactly.
Like I list Mr. Freeze from Arkham City because Oh, that boss is something.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it
Trying to
is.
sum it up here without reading it word for word, but basically, like, I go through, like, you can go through Arkham City with like one plan, like one strategy in mind. And most of the time, your plan will work because the game, it can punish you if you're very cocky, but you can go like through the game, like, oh, what this strategy works on this group. All right, we can just do the same thing for everyone.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze. No.
Changes that crap up.
Yeah, like the environment, he changes the environment, he changes himself, like his AI gets smarter. You can't use the same
different every single time you face him. And
yeah, so it's
time you hit him.
yeah. So by him challenging like how I play the game every time, it's just like, oh yeah, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. It makes me pumped up. And that's just
my last playthrough of that. I always started with the ones that are the hardest to do. Because the easy ones to do, like, whatever, but do the hardest ones first, and then you just kind of lower the difficulty of what you have to do.
What sucks is that you can't even do a silent takedown near the end.
And
yeah, it's like you try to do the easiest one, but like he's so amped up, like the environment changes to so much to a degree, and Mr. Freeze's AI has like so many things surrounding him that sneaking up on him just won't work anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like you can back your choices up objectively, but you get to list off first that you have a very subjective selection of games because you have not played every game.
No.
So yeah, titles are very important. And then if you go to One Piece and you do a top 10 list, this is where we go over to CBR. I finally get to call them out in my own video. I'm so excited. But by the way, I told you who I plan on using, right? Watkins.
Oh, yeah.
From Bull.
Yep.
Yes. So everyone, I am going to be using Suzail. And it's the 5 characters Eustace Kid will surpass in 5 he will not. And I just tear into it. I hate that article so much. And then we go into, where is it? Where's my Mihawk? Where's my Mihawk? There it is.
Whitebeard. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, because you have to, like, if you're going to talk about how Kid is going to surpass Mihawk, you would think that a CBR expert would understand the implications of a statement like that would have. So you're going to have to, like, really pull some future shit if you want to, like, prove in your objective article, like, the tone of it, how it would work. And then he just says, word for word, Mihawk is definitely one of the strongest characters in One Piece. And if he wants to become a fearsome pirate, he needs to surpass Mihawk. To which I said, I'm just going to read it word for word because I've wanted to say this for a long time. Like, I'm sorry. What even was that? Couldn't one objectively say that Kid is a fearsome pirate already? He is a member of the worst generation. In fact, he was at the time feared the most from that group because of his ruthlessness and ambition. He challenged the Yonkos because he wants to kill them. That is a sentence that can't be taken lightly. How did Suzail's drive-in argument explain anything? Suzail is basically saying that if Kid wants to fulfill his fan base's desires, he has to be better than Mihawk. But again, how and why? He has a very subjective take.
Yeah.
On an objective like list with his tone. It's just like, it's infuriating. By the way, do you agree with this? If this is how you agree how the fan base on like specifically Twitter and pretty much a lot of YouTube is?
Yeah. No. And that's the thing. Like I even saw a tweet the other day about people are so afraid to give things a 10 out of 10. It's just like, well, here's my mentality with things. Nothing is perfect. There is a flaw in everything. Your favorite series has flaws. You're just too afraid to say that it has any flaws because you're too afraid of people saying, calling you a hater or something. No. Like, there's only one series that comes close for me to being a 10 out of 10. And even still, I rarely give anything 10 out of 10 because, again, a flaw is a flaw, and a flaw is not perfect, which means you are not a 100% good series.
Here we are. Yeah. Like, you have to be very, very careful with how you frame some things. Oh, Killian. So is this stream reacting to One Piece AMVs? Nope. I wish. We would probably have a lot more joy just watching Linkin Park videos about Katakuri with Fate in the background. That'd be great.
Now, before we start, we've already gone 15 minutes into this stream, and yet we haven't done our daily prayers. So if you'll excuse me, Trevor, as a member of the mega church of Charlotte Katakuri,
I will mute you.
Give thanks. Blessed is he who in the name of charity shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. So in the name of the Mama, the second son, and the holy donuts, let us take a look at Katakuri through other people's eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and yes, Killian, these are going to be like analysis videos. We got 2 from Grand Line Review, 2 from Nux Taku, and 1 from Tekken about Katakuri's his future. I'm pretty sure I also said do not share audio. God damn, every time,
every single time.
Yeah. So yeah, we here's the thing. I have a sheet here. You can't see it because I'm tab sharing right now, but I have Grand Line, I have a list of Grand Line, Nux Taku, and Tekken 1-1's videos listed here, and I'm just gonna take notes. So walk-ins, how does this sound? As we watch the video, if we need to pause it all, if you want something to say, and you can say as much as you want, I can always pause it and then just rewind 5 seconds.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, we're going to be watching Katakuri videos because I want to see what these people have to say about the fight. Because I want to see how people judge it objectively. I want to see how people said it subjectively. Because I just want to make sure I get my video absolutely as right as I could possibly make it. So yeah, that was quite the intro.
Yeah, that was great intro.
So Grand Line Review is first. I've never watched a video from him before. Well, actually, no. I watched one of the Katakuri videos he did. I watched 3 minutes, but yeah, I just lost interest afterwards. It kind of inspired me to do this in the first place. Yeah. I haven't seen anything else, and I 3 minutes is not enough time to judge someone how their work is. So hey, maybe we'll see what happens.
Out of these 3 people, I've only watched Tekken. I've heard of the other 2, but the most I know is Nux is apparently a meme lord or something. So
okay.
I mean, apparently he led the crusade of getting this basically hentai series to be #1 on my anime list. only because Funimation took it down.
Oh my god! You know what? I respect that.
I do too. It was a huge thing too. By episode 3, they were legitimately showing sex scenes, and after that, Funimation was just "Yeah, no, we're not doing this anymore. Sorry."
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect the boldness, but by the way, how do you feel about this title, Charlotte Katakuri Explained? I don't know what to expect from this. What do you think it is?
I mean, I expect to be schooled since it says One Piece 101. So I mean, I guess this will be one of those 100 level classes that I'll need in order to pass my One Piece.
I'm guessing this is going to be an objective video.
Oh no, nothing against the series, Chief. Nothing against it at all. It is top tier.
Yeah. But yeah, this title does sound a little objective, but hey, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. By the way, if anyone can't hear the video, just let me know. All right, just same for you walking, same for anyone else watching. But shall we begin?
Oh, let's begin.
Boom.
Of all the people here,
right, tell me you heard that.
Yeah, I heard it.
All right, here we go.
Of all the people here, that guy is the most troublesome. He's trained his observation haki so much that apparently he can see into the future. A monster with a 1 billion plus bounty. The second son of the Charlotte family, Katakuri. Hello and welcome to the Grand Line Review, your source for everything
Hello.
One Piece. Today we are going to be taking a look at a character I've wanted to discuss for an awfully long time now. The sweet commander of Mochi himself.
Look at the 20 abs he has.
I know, right? Also, Machi.
Oh, wait, did he?
It's Machi.
Character I've wanted to discuss for an awfully long time now. The sweet commander of Mochi himself.
Machi, yeah. Oh, well, he kind of does have an accent. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right.
You've heard me talk. I mess up a lot of words.
Trust me, I do too.
Charlotte Katakuri. Charlotte Katakuri is an absurdly tall, muscular man sporting spiky crimson hair, a strong sense of biker-style fashion, and a general aura of extreme seriousness on 99% of all occasions. Also,
I found something wrong!
Change that 99 to like maybe 85.
Yeah, and I don't know if I ever said it, but I actually like to prepare for my own Katakuri video yesterday. I literally spent all day going through from chapter 860 through chapter 902 because that's all the time Katakuri has been in so far. And I've noticed that Katakuri's a bit of an angry boy.
Yeah.
Like during the tea party, as soon as Luffy comes out. Oh, no. When he's first introduced, he's calm, he's collected, and all that shit. But then, as soon as Luffy pops out the cake, you see these shout bubbles come from him because he's getting agitated. Like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that? Luffy knows about the picture. Who told you about the picture? So yeah,
I mean,
it's like,
it is Luffy, so he would anger a lot of people.
Yeah, so not 99%. That's a common misconception. Let's go with 80%, maybe 75% even. I'll give him a good 85%. All right. But yeah, he got flustered for the whole tea party. It was only until after the Big Mom flashback did he go back and he's like, yeah, I'm cool now. I'm always serious. What are you talking about? I've never got angry before in my life. BJ, why haven't you killed Luffy yet? Sparrow, shoot the fence, folks! That's my favorite thing. All right, well, let's even keep going. I'm just going to rewind 5 seconds.
Katakuri is an absurdly tall, muscular man sporting spiky crimson hair, a strong sense of biker-style fashion, and a general aura of extreme seriousness on 99% of all occasions. Also, quite notably, Katakuri chooses to wear a very ragged scarf, which serves to cover his mouth, and to discover exactly why that is, we need to delve deep into his past. Katakuri was born into the Charlotte family, spawning directly from the Yonko Big Mom as part of a set of triplets.
Ew. Spawning from Big Mom. There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's just a weird to say.
Can we talk about how he's using to describe the triplets, instead of using the picture of them as little kids, he's using the picture of them as adults with Smoothie right there just to give her more screen time.
Yeah. Oh, I should put that in 99.9% serious at all times.
Yeah.
All right, first note. Yay!
Katakuri was born into the Charlotte family, spawning directly from the Yonko Big Mom as part of a set of triplets, including Charlotte Daifuku and Charlotte Oven. Although it should be noted that Katakuri is the oldest of the triplets, and thus he is considered the second son of the Charlotte family. As a child, Katakuri had a habit of eating incredibly quickly, which resulted in the expansion of his mouth, and the subsequent ostracization from most people of common society, who teased him by saying that he looked like a pelican eel, which, I mean, he does.
Oh, what's up?
Wait, that's the reason his mouth got big? Was because he was eating a lot?
Wait a sec. Wasn't it because he kept shoving giant donuts into his mouth? Wasn't that the reason?
Was that the reason?
Why his mouth got so big? Remember when Luffy exposes him? He has that giant mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't it because the donuts stretched out his mouth so much that it got so big?
Was it?
Let's do some research.
Ooh.
How did Katakuri's... I should let you know. As soon as you type in "how did Katakuri," it automatically corrects you to How did Katakuri lose? How did Katakuri lose to Luffy? How did Luffy beat Katakuri? How did Luffy defeat Katakuri? How did Luffy beat Katakuri Reddit? How did Luffy hit Katakuri?
Because Flampe.
And how did Katakuri get his scars is literally the last result on here. Let's see. Oh my god, yeah, I was right. At the age of 3, Katakuri's fast eating habits caused the size of his mouth to greatly expand because of the size of the donuts, thus creating the deep scars on the sides of his mouth. Okay, so we were both right. All right.
Yeah. Also, I agree with Killian. I thought it was just him using his mochi powers to elongate his mouth.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, wait.
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. Analysis of the category 5. I remember a video from Sawyer May. That's a name. I feel like Obi-Wan. That is a name I have not heard in a long, long time.
What, Sawyer 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. After Naruto ended, I stopped watching him.
Oh, gotcha. I don't remember him too well. Like, it's one of those situations where, like, you remember if you don't watch a person, you slowly forget who they are until their name drops. Yeah. When he was reviewing the chapter where Snake Man was introduced, and Sawyer compares it to a particular fighting style. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
All right. If I could find that, then yeah, that might be on the chopping block. All right. Let's see. Yeah, nothing to really note. No. Everyone was right so far. Hooray!
Yeah. Okay.
People of common society who teased him by saying that he looked like a pelican eel, which, I mean, he does. But that's not the point. This treatment from society as a whole molded Katakuri into a cold, strong individual, capable of beating up anybody who dared bully him. Despite this public demeanor, Katakuri still greatly cared for his family, though, the closest members of which didn't even care whatsoever about his mouth. However, it would be this compassion towards his family that would trigger the transformation into the man we encounter.
Oh, wait a sec. Hold on. Can I play that back real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought I heard something iffy.
Katakuri still greatly cared for his family, though, the closest members of which didn't even care whatsoever about his mouth.
Oh, wait, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, because like Boule and Oven and all them, they didn't really care.
Yeah.
You know, like the most they would do was just make fun of how he acted with everything, but never about how he looked.
Yeah, I confused that for a second with like, oh wait, Katakuri grew of that perfectionist persona, and I was like, Brule realized that during the fight that was a farce. Like, I thought I confused the whole like, oh, none of them knew about the his closest siblings knew that he grew a persona, but that was that didn't happen until Brule saw the fight at the end. So, yeah. All right, never mind then. We're all good.
However, it would be this compassion towards his family that would trigger the transformation into the man we encounter in Whole Cake Island. As one day, his younger sister Brule had her face cut by a pack of bullies that Katakuri had beaten up.
As she should.
Enraged, Katakuri immediately took revenge on them and vowed to become a ruthless person, capable of commanding enough fear to protect his family. And he did just that, as Katakuri would rise to the role of sweet commander within the Big Mom Pirates and earn himself an astounding bounty of 1,057,000,000 berries. But he became so much more than that. As Katakuri...
Oh, he became so much more than that.
Oh, here we go.
All right, I'm going to jot that down. He became so much more than...
Much more than over a billion berries.
Bounty.
Oh, what's more than that? Oh, the only thing more than that is a Yonko position.
Yeah, literally Yonko, Goldie Roger, Whitebeard. Just if we're just going by berries. Yeah, like you know what was never explained. I'm guessing that Charlotte Katakuri never really had a big toughest nails fight before. Because remember, like, he never lost before, he never laid on his back, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, how do you think he got $1 billion bounty? Was it just by like name association alone for him?
Probably that, and word of mouth and all that. I mean, he probably had some other feats, but I mean, again, they base all that off of like threat level and all that.
Yeah. It does make me wonder. It's like maybe it was just literally the name associated, because it sounded like Katakuri was always just like he was kept at Whole Cake Island his entire life.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if he left, it was only him with like maybe a few other people, like low-level people, because I mean, again, there's a reason he's not there at Wano right now.
Right.
Him and Cracker.
His wounds with his giant gross pelican ton.
Until Blackbeard gets there.
Oh, no. For my headcanon, Whole Cake Island must live so that Sanji can move back there and marry Puddin.
I mean, it'll live, but you know, it's not gonna.
God, I love this.
What?
All right, so Killian, he has a headcanon that Katakuri trains and spars with Cracker as fellow commanders. That would be cool. I kind of like that. It would, in my mind, best explain how one of Cracker's signature techniques is a thrust attack called pretzel roll. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What was it? Mochi thrust, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and Chief, he stole donuts from the Celestial Dragon. He foresaw the best time to steal from them.
He went to Im-sama's little lockup and had frozen donuts in there. Took them all. Oh, $1 billion.
Yes. Oh, all right, here we go.
1,057 million berries. But he became so much more than that, as Katakuri would also come to adopt a perfect image of a fighter who has never once lost a battle, and furthermore has never even had his back touch the ground. This legend grew so much so that an interfamily fan club was even established in his honor by younger sister Charlotte Plump.
God's mistake, we know.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
He became so much more than $1 billion bounty, so it was literally just him, like he became perfect.
A legend.
Rohan. Damian Clark, I love you. Come on the show. Let's see. Did I rewind?
However, an interfamily fan club was even established in his honor by younger sister Charlotte Flampe.
Don't you dare defend her existence, please.
I swear, if he does,
please.
I'm done.
However, Katakuri's first proper appearance in the series would occur on the day of Sanji and Pudding's wedding, when he was just casually chilling on the roof of Whole Cake Chateau as a man named Jigra attempted to enter the ceremony without submitting to a body check. And it would be here that Katakuri revealed an astounding ability to peer into the future. This skill is an evolution of observation haki, and through its use, Katakuri was able to thwart an assassination attempt by Jigra. This future sight, like all applications of observation haki, does require a certain level of concentration and calmness to invoke.
Okay, all right, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I understand where he was going with this.
Mm-hmm.
He believes that future sight requires a certain level of concentration.
I mean, it kind of does.
I mean, this is do you, and really this is for the comment section as well, I feel like for future sight, it does not require just like a certain level of concentration. I'm saying like it should be like all right, you remember the 1,000-yard stare for a band?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be that. Like you need to have like your mind clear. You need to achieve that, kind of like what Doflamingo did to awaken his devil fruit. Mm-hmm. I feel like you need to train your observation haki to that extent by staying in that 1,000-yard stare like trance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean we kind of almost got that, I guess, with Luffy against Eneru, where he just kind of went stupid and emptied his mind like that. But I do understand what he's trying to say, though, because to me, it is a certain level of concentration. Because look at how Luffy's doing with Armin Haki right now, with the advanced part of that. Like, he had to keep training, doing better with it, figuring it out. It took a certain level of concentration even to get that. What's not to say it takes a certain level of concentration to achieve the future sight.
True, but again, that's exactly what you said. Though we require a lot of training.
Yeah,
and,
not just
I remember seeing posts. Yeah, I remember seeing posts like, "Wow, Luffy got future sight, huh?" It's like he did not know. For me, he did not get future sight. He just got like the instinct version of sight power. We talked about it before we started here, but like in my like from what I understood, and I feel like the story was trying to imply this too. Whenever Luffy got seriously injured, like before every fatal blow, the adrenaline kicks in. He's at death's door. The instinct, that observation hockey's been trying to keen, he knocks on that door every time. Like he can always counter, he can dodge. He just can't do anything else with that, like to the level of Katakuri. That's how I always saw the fight. Like that's what I got from it.
Yeah, kind of like when you. I mean, I guess another way to kind of look at it is how Jotaro was able to start using the world, or even when Dio started doing more time with the world, being able to stop a little bit more each and every time.
Yeah.
You know,
like you even saw in that flashback, Dio was like he had to train for that.
Yeah,
like, he had a shotgun to his back, and he trained for that shit.
But
I mean, we could all make the jokes about how like 1 second it equals like 2 minutes of monologue, but that's just an anime staple. They can make sure that we all understand what dialogue needs to be said.
yeah.
By the way, wait, what is this? Flampe is great, and she's going to play an important role in the killing of. Steve, how I will hunt you down.
I will only approve of that is if Usopp takes down Kaido.
Yeah, I think I joked about that before. Usopp Kaido out of the sky. That would be amazing.
I would love it.
Well, Killian, with Luffy and Katakuri, future sight is never something done recklessly. True. They are usually in control of themselves when performing. Yeah, exactly. And with Luffy, again, when he's at, like, death's door, like, when he's about to get hit, instinct just knocks on the door.
And that's kind of what they tried to explain when they had the little flashback of Rayleigh being like, yeah, the best way to train your hockey now is just to have experience.
Yeah.
You know? So just using it more often and just all that. So, but I do like the whole idea of just it's more instinct than it was actually future sight, but then it kind of became future sight in a way. Right.
You know what's kind of funny? You can take that both ways because the only way you will grow your hockey is if you fight really strong opponents. Says Rayleigh, the first mate of the Roger Pilot.
Whose only one that was stronger than him was Whitebeard and Roger himself.
According to CBR.
Oh, God. I'm surprised they haven't done a Rayleigh list yet.
Oh, stop. The only way I will ever accept that is if Steve Waldiner writes that list. I cannot wait for our next CBR stream because we are doing that next article of his where Boa Hancock fought GC characters.
I can't wait for that one.
I'm so glad you told me about that. Yes, I can't wait for Steve.
And then the millions of Rays we have in there.
Yeah. What's this? When Luffy got his chance to first hit Katakuri, it was only after Katakuri got flustered, and this stopped the moment Katakuri recomposed himself. Actually, to expand on that, I think I hope you can agree with me here, Watkins. If not, this should be a fun topic. But do you think that Luffy was just the better fighter in terms of like better fighting style, better choreography, like because literally, Katakuri tried to just do a simple punch, and then Luffy dodged and got the blow in. Like, at that point, there was no future sight involved. There was nothing. It was just two characters going in for a fight. Luffy got the better blow.
At least to an extent. I mean, when you put it that way, you can kind of put... I don't know. Now you put it... Because my initial answer is no, he's not the better fighter.
Like because, I'm not about like devil fruit powers. Like if you went into a fist fight, like and you eat like that slug.
Oh, like a fist fight, like no hockey and all that.
Yeah, like you saw Luffy get some really good blows and just fist fighting. No powers, no hockey involved. It's just literally when it comes to fist fighting, Luffy gets the blows in.
I mean, Katakuri is bigger than Luffy, so he's a bigger target. So Luffy could probably get some better hits in.
That's true. But
You
yeah,
know,
I just want to point out how better Luffy, how much better, like how great of a fighter Luffy is on,
yeah.
like just a good fist fighter.
But the biggest thing with this fight, especially the first half of this fight, was literally Katakuri just being like, whatever you can do, I can do better.
Yeah.
And literally showing that it's not just me saying that. I can literally do everything better than you that you tried to. Like, Luffy's lucky he didn't have a gear 4th either.
True. Yeah, I did, like, again, Katakuri, like, he took some gear, like, this is before Snake Man. He took some blows. Like, I even listened down, like, the first gear 4 blow Luffy did was sending him through a pillar. Second blow was just a really good blow to the head. Third blow, another pillar collapses, and then fourth, Rhino Schneider right through the gut. I think I'm just trying to remember, but he did use the Rhino move.
Yeah,
and like that sent him flying, and only when Katakuri conked his head from the impact of that Rhino kick, that was like, oh. Yep, the blood reset myself. Let's do this.
Yep.
But yeah, that I just want to expand upon that.
Yeah.
Comments are flying today. In my opinion, oh wait, did I read that? Yes, I did. All right. In my opinion, the real problem for Luffy was the future sight. He was already strong enough to fight him. True. I would dare say that he needed to learn at least how to like instinctively dodge. Like if he didn't get that, if he didn't, knock on the door, then I don't think he would have won even with Snake Man. Perhaps it would be better. Like I'll explain everything in my
3 hours. Oh my god.
Video.
I just read that comment. Yes, that has been my argument for this whole fight.
Oh, what Killian
yes.
said? Perhaps it would be better to say that Katakuri doesn't have as much stamina as Luffy, especially since Katakuri is a better dodger than tanker. Yeah, I could take that.
It's always been a battle of stamina. They fought for 10 plus hours. Luffy was just like, yeah, you can win fights, but how long do those fights last? Let me show you against a rubber man. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Also, as a battle of wills, Luffy is stronger than that, especially since Luffy has the ambition to rise as a captain, where Katakuri at this point sees his family as his priority, put himself in his mother's shadow. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that in my video. Everything I say now, everything that we talk about, like if you want me to explain more, I promise it'll probably be in the 3-hour video I'm going to make from this. If my intro was 4 pages long, I shudder for what I'm going to say for each goddamn section that I want to cover about this man.
This is going to convert Trevor.
What? No, it's not. I already read my part. I read the Katakuri fight. I can be a fan of the guy. I can finally admit that. But you're not going to see me go to church. Like I treat Katakuri the same way I treat the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I can believe in the guy. I'm just not going to go to church every Sunday. I'm just saying. Yep. I will have the beliefs. You just won't catch me at a meeting. That's right. Welcome to my streams. I get deep sometimes. It was this. Perhaps in the future, Katakuri will rise for himself to be his own captain. Yes, his own captain. Captain of the 11th Division of the Straw Hat Fleet.
No.
Let me
Katakuri is going to be, and I'll go on here and say this, Katakuri is going to be the Whitebeard to Luffy's Roger.
That is a very bold take. All right. I respect that.
Yep.
Do we have anything else to say?
No.
Okay. Katakuri's looking angry at us, so we haven't continued.
He always looks angry at us.
I'm sorry, supposed Lord.
He's just a prophet. The real true Lord is Kaido.
Yes, good. I will convert you next.
I've already been converted.
Yes, good.
All applications of observation haki does require a certain level of concentration and calmness to invoke, and should Katakuri be in any form of highly emotional state, then he will generally be unable to access it.
Bullshit!
Oh,
Bullshit! Someone must have only read The Fight and not The Tea Party.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He was distressed during that.
Okay. Can't use future sight in highly emotional state. The only reason I'm not going to pull up the manga to show you guys is I do fear the copyright. Yeah, I don't want to just lose the stream. YouTube videos, it's fine, but I don't want to do manga just yet. Which is weird. I can show manga panels in my videos and they won't be taken down. Show it on stream though. Fuck you.
Nope. Take it down immediately.
Yeah, like here's the thing, like current manga chapters, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine just showing the chapter. But I learned the hard way. I think it was like a year ago when I just like, I'm gonna stream looking for I'm gonna stream reading this again. And I think it was it was a test stream. I was gonna try to go through like Skypea. But it didn't work because like one chapter into my little test stream, it's just like, nope, copyright material, you're done. I'm like, oh
yeah, as soon as that shit gets published, it's basically game over.
You're right. But for whatever reason, current chapters, you're fine. It's just it's very odd.
Especially, when they're not on the official release date.
Yeah, and I just want to tell everyone, like, when I say bullshit, I mean, if you read The Tea Party, Katakuri is one emotional boy. He shouted everywhere. Like, he got so flustered just trying to keep Luffy away from the picture. And during that time, he was still using his future sight. Like, he's still like, oh, Jinbei's going to reveal my power. Oh, Luffy's going to show the picture to Big Mom. Oh, like, you could tell. Like, this is one of my little gripes, and I told you this already, Walkins, but you could tell that Oda was still playing around with Katakuri's powers.
Yeah.
Just a little before the Big Mom flashback. Because if you guys notice, in one chapter, I think it was 861, there are two panels that show Katakuri is holding a partially eaten donut, and then another panel you just see him with a cup of tea, just ready to drink it. And I was like, oh. So,
well, that now that I think about it, that you can kind of argue that he might have just scarfed the donut down.
I want to say that too. That would be like the meme way. It's like he used his future sight to know when no one was looking.
Yep.
Good. And then he's like at the table with Judge and Big Mom. He's like, when are they going to look away?
Okay, now. Good. Yes, yeah. I'm drinking tea.
Yeah. The point I want to make is that you could tell that Oda was still experimenting before the big fight.
Especially how he turned from a Logia into a special Paramecia.
Yeah. There were some backtracks he did. And you can't, again, this is one of those things. There's nothing wrong with calling out Oda for that. There's really nothing wrong. It's just like, it's just a thing that I noticed, just one criticism. It's whatever. You could criticize anything for me. Look at my last. There's actually quite a couple mistakes I made in that Big Mom video I published.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like on an audio level, there was I messed up a few lines. You can hear it if you guys watch my Big Mom video again. You can hear it's like I don't know how Luffy, a couple supernovas, the red scabbards, and a few samurai fodder are gonna take down Kaido. You can hear he struggled to say fodder. There's also a song that was playing way too quiet. There was I think I got one, I don't remember the specific point, but I got something wrong near the end, but I don't remember the specific part. But yeah, someone told me in the comments, like, oh, okay, sweet. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like, all right, now I remember. It's fine to criticize. It's okay.
It's all good.
All right. I'm going to rewind 5 seconds just to be absolutely sure.
And should Katakuri be in any form of highly emotional state, then he will generally be unable to access it. In addition to this, Katakuri is also a highly advanced user of armament haki, and he is one of the rare individuals in the world known to possess Conqueror's haki, so he has a full set of haki at his disposal. With all of this in mind, Katakuri was able to vaguely predict the crashing of the wedding by a certain Monkey D. Luffy, however, he was still unable to prevent it, as well as the following series of events that led to the destruction of Whole Cake Chateau.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could list it as like that vaguely predicts it was still Oda. I remember even like Oda kind of specifically said he could slightly see into the future. And that caused like a theory wildstorm back when that shit was released. But yeah, that's fine. He couldn't stop the destruction of the Whole Cake Chateau, even though if you took current Katakuri, like if you took Katakuri from the fight and you put him in that role from the beginning, they would be done. The Straw Hats would be over.
They would all be dead, and then we'd follow the adventures of Katakuri.
Adventure. It's just him sitting in bed eating. But yeah, like I think there are 2 of my favorite little moments that I can't wait to talk about are first off when Jinbei explains Katakuri's powers in front of everyone. Like 5 seconds before, Katakuri's like, "Oh, Jinbei, don't tell them." And then Jinbei's like, "Katakuri's power is the mochi mochi fruit." Like he just explains everything. It's just like, oh, all right, I guess Katakuri's not going to try to stop that. So whatever, I guess. And then you and I had fun with this one. There's a scene where Beijing tackles Luffy to the ground. And he's like, "Listen up, I'm only doing this because I don't want to kill you, but you need to follow my plan here, blah, 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 blah." And then Katakuri's just marching on over. It's like, Beijing, shoot him dead. And then Luffy gets away. It's like, "Oh, Beijing, you're trying to sabotage us. Why?" And then Beijing shoots Katakuri, and he's just like, "Why did you betray us?"
No, it's just like, you just said the same thing.
You said the same thing like 3 times. How? Yeah, some of that, like I skimmed the parts where, like anywhere there wasn't Katakuri, I skimmed over, so I just wanted to focus on him and his interactions. But I feel like that's not the only instance you can call out the story for.
No.
Yeah, it's just it's still experimenting. It's whatever.
Katakuri then took it upon himself to pursue the Straw Hats in an attempt to quell Big Mom's rage, as well as enact justice to the chaos they had caused his family.
Okay, good.
This would culminate in a direct conflict with the Straw Hat captain, who managed to successfully force Katakuri into his younger sister Brulee's mirror world in order to allow the rest of the crew to escape. And as the two began a one-on-one fight, Katakuri would begin to fully display quite an intriguing devil fruit. Katakuri ate the Mochi Mochi no Mi, a special paramecia that allows its user to conjure, manipulate, and even become mochi. At first glance, this devil fruit rather suspiciously mimics certain properties of Logia fruits and provides an illusion of intangibility when Katakuri is being subject to various attacks. However, this phenomenon actually occurs as a result of Katakuri's highly advanced observation haki, allowing him to morph select portions of his mochi body in such a way that it effectively dodges incoming attacks.
It's not that. He's right on all fronts. Can we just take a moment to realize, look at the Gear 4 strikes?
Yep. Wait, is it? Oh, yeah, that is Gear 4.
Luffy. Those are not Luffy's arms.
No.
That's the edged mochi arm.
Yep. Oh, no. Toei. Oh. Toei, why? Oh, my gosh.
I don't have a problem with these things. I feel like this video is really just summing up Katakuri to help explain powers. It's fine. Couple things wrong here and there, but it's just screenshots like this. To quote Robotnik, they make me tingle all over. Oh my god, this is just funny.
Oh. Love it.
him to morph select portions of his Mochi body in such a way that it effectively dodges incoming attacks. Another thing the Mochi Mochi no Mi mimics just so happens to be the properties of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Due to Katakuri being able to expand and retract Mochi in a very similar manner to that of rubber, he is able to imitate a fair bit of Luffy's arsenal, including devastating attacks such as the Elephant Gun. There is one big difference though, and that is that Katakuri's superior physical abilities make these replicated techniques significantly more effective than Luffy's original attacks. And with this in mind, Katakuri began the battle looking down on Luffy as a far inferior version of himself, and he proceeded to dominate the large majority of the fight. And while Katakuri did trump Luffy in almost every conceivable area of combat, he did neglect Luffy's sheer determination. At one
Oh no!
Here it comes.
Oh, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Here it comes.
No. Katakuri neglected Luffy's stamina. Here's the thing: he always looked down on him, but he never underestimated him.
Yep.
Not once. He even says it. So that's to say that Luke Katakuri just neglected that as a separate point for looking down. Sorry, Chief. Nope. Not you, Chief, watching this. I mean, Grand Chief.
Luffy in almost every conceivable area of combat, he did neglect Luffy's sheer determination. At one stage convinced that he had finished his opponent off, only then to have his snack time interrupted by the pirate captain. Speaking of, as any child of Big Mom should, Katakuri has an incredible fondness for sweets, and has gone so far as to schedule private daily snack breaks. To Katakuri, these are moments of heavenly solitude where he is able to remove his scarf and eat like the gluttonous slob he is.
He's right.
Yeah.
But did you find it funny how this is almost like on the same level of Flampe, where after the fight is over, the pastry chefs just happened to be there, fully stocked for his snack time. I want to say like the most common defense could be like, oh yeah, they're like his minions. They know what time it is, or they know exactly what time Katakuri's snack time is, so they get the food prepared and they have to go to him.
I was actually gonna say that, like, maybe they just kind of follow behind him.
Yeah, which is always
all the food.
Yeah,
they're just always in the back. They're just like, we're ready when it's snack time.
Which is another area in which he mirrors Luffy.
Oh shit! But yeah, it's just like it's really funny that that you have these 10,000 soldiers marching through the mirrors, but you gotta make way for Katakuri's food.
Yeah, and Flampe.
It's a lie. There would have been a throwaway line, Walkins. There would have been a throwaway line explaining how they got there after Brule was kidnapped.
Yeah. We gotta cut to Sanji making the wedding cake and going back and forth between her split personalities.
Damn it. Oh, wait, what's this? Chief, the funniest thing to me was that a lot of people reacted the same way Flampe did. If you remember the chapter when Katakuri's mouth was revealed, a lot of people turned on him in the... Oh, they did? They did?
I think I remember that.
I'm going to write that down. Chief says community.
Yeah, I think I remember a lot of posts being like, this is dumb, blah, blah, blah. This ruins his... mystique, mainly because we saw him, being like this.
Yeah, there's always a hidden side to every character.
Exactly. Like,
to think otherwise means that you do not get how Oda works.
Exactly. Literally, this is One Piece. It's not, I don't know, Vinland Saga? I don't know. That's the first thing that came up to mind. It's not like, oh, this random Viking. Oh, no, he loves sweets. He loves just chowing down, even though he has a badass personality. Oh, that would be weird.
Right.
This is One Piece. We expect weird. If we don't get weird, then that's weird.
Ah, gotcha. It's just, man, like there's always two sides to every character. I'm just...
Yep.
What's this? If I had to make the wild guess on what could be a special paramecia, I would classify this as a paramecia with more than one quality of paramecia. In Katakuri's case, he has the qualities. Oh, okay. So Killian says that Katakuri has like a biological paramecia.
Yeah.
Like Buggy and Brooke. Oh, and Mr. 3 and Magellan and Dofla. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's kind of cool. I can take that.
Yeah.
Right.
He is able to remove his scarf and eat like the gluttonous slob he is, which is another area in which he mirrors Luffy, by the way. However, Katakuri goes to great lengths to ensure that nobody knows about his mouth or his lust for sweet things. Delicious, forbidden, immoral donuts in particular. And after being exposed by Luffy...
This moment actually is quite a blow to the character. This one you're looking at right here.
Oh, where he stabs like the chefs and all that.
Here's the thing about that. When I read that, let me pull up my notes for this. When Luffy exposes him, like before snack time, the chef said was like, "Oh, Master Katakuri, we're sorry, we know that you get angry 40 if we're late for snack time at all." And so after that, I'm just trying to pull up my notes here. Where are you? There you are. All right. So yeah, Katakuri easily crushes Luffy with the awakening attack. He apologizes for finishing the fight by suffocation. He works on the snack schedule. I even say a little odd that the snack chefs were still prepared for Katakuri's snack time. Did he order them to come to the mirror world during the wedding crisis? The chefs called him perfectionist. And despite being agitated, Katakuri still treats those chefs with respect. He's like, yeah, iced tea will be fine. It doesn't have to be hot. It's like, well, it's fine. It's whatever. It's like, oh, yay. Yay, it's good. And then the minions, after Katakuri's exposed, the minion's like, oh, nobody's seen Master Katakuri in the Act of Eden. And when it's revealed, he immediately stabbed a chef just out of nowhere. It's like, oh, so the man that has the man that always treats his followers with respect just randomly stabs a chef. Just randomly stabs one of them for just gazing upon his face. That makes no sense because
I mean, you could always chalk that under his the ruthless part of him.
Well, that's the thing. Even when Katakuri went onto the boat of the Sunny with all the troops, and when Luffy started to charge in, Katakuri warned the followers hey, get back in the mirror right now. You're no match for that kid's hockey. Just go back in. I'm trying to protect you all. He cares, but suddenly he kills some random chef because they didn't say anything. They just saw the face. And yet one chef got stabbed for no reason. And only afterwards did Oda justify it by saying another chef just said, oh my God. Wait, do I have that quote on here? Oh shit, I didn't put in the quote. I need to go back in there. Basically, one of the chefs was just no, oh god damn it. It had something to do with a rip and a mouth. And then it's one of those sentences oh my god, he ripped the words right out of our mouths or something like that. And then Katakuri looks over to that chef. It's what did you say about ripped mouths?
Yeah,
like Boa Hancock in Marriage, not like that and that kind of level,
right? And
then he kills the other two chefs.
But that's also the other thing.
Wrong.
But that's also the other thing. It shows that he has this huge insecurity about his mouth and people seeing it and him having to keep that perfect persona. It was finally broken by Luffy, and you could kind of twist it in a way to where he was just very, I don't want to say traumatized.
Shocked.
Yeah, shocked. There we go. He was very shocked at it happening. They just fuck this. I don't want anybody spreading this word around because I need to keep this certain persona.
But to stab one of the chef that didn't do anything wrong, he treated him with respect. He did nothing. All he did was see the face.
It's a random chef.
But it goes against what he like how he looked out for everyone. Even with Flampe, like he didn't stab Flampe or any of the other minions that saw his face.
He should have
just
stabbed
knocked him out
Flampe.
with Conqueror's Hockey. That's it. It's just like it's a very odd contradiction to his character. Like, and I know the defense is, oh, he was just mad, but like it was only he was justified when he misheard the one chef say, "What did you say about ripped mouths or whatever?" But the first guy did nothing wrong. It's just a very odd moment to look at.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it more, that could actually be the moment that turns his character. Remember how earlier we were talking about how we didn't necessarily have that moment of him like being honorable and all that. Not saying this was honorable or anything. But remember, we didn't have like that switch of his character.
Oh yeah, after Flampe got on the way and he stabbed himself because it's not the way I wanted to.
What
win.
What if this was the switch right here, being exposed? So his private self was finally exposed to the public. People finally saw what he actually is and who he was.
But who he really is just some guy that cares for the family, though.
Yeah. But now that, like, because even Flampe started, like, making fun of him and all that, which brought him back to that childhood of, you know, people making fun of him and everything.
Oh, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It was you're just saying it was like the angry spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm. It was like that. But again, you could use it in a way that, like, that perfect big brother was shattered right there. And so now he's become somebody, he's not become Katakuri the perfect big brother. He's become Katakuri the pirate, if that makes sense.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Comes Katakuri the pirate. I'm just going to take that jot down. Thank
you. Yeah.
All right.
By the way, this counts as my contribution for you. Curse you.
You can make and embody mochi, but doesn't have the intangibility of a Logia. Yeah, all right. And Katakuri's behavior towards the shift could be a combination of desperate need to remain the perfect icon and his personal insecurity of his mouth. Yep, yeah. We see the treatment Big Mom gives with abnormalities, like in the case of Puddin, what is born from that treatment. So instead of exposing himself, he conceals himself.
Yeah.
True on most part. Like the closest family members still know.
Oh yeah, and that just goes into the whole argument of the real family connection is between the family members and not them with Big Mom.
Right.
You know?
I like Chief's response. Unexcusable, inexcusable. I will defend that chef to an extent. I'm still going to put in your part. I just still find a very odd moment that it's just like...
No, I can, and I do see why that would be an odd moment. Why it is an odd moment, excuse me. Okay. Hey, look, differing opinions. Holy.
Yeah, and we're not angry at each other.
No.
That's how that works.
No, you hate him. You're a hater. Canceled.
Yeah, Hawkins, you fucking cunt bitch. How dare you disagree with me?
Oh.
God. Why doesn't Miranda just leave you? God damn it. Why?
Why does she put up with me? Oh, hey, kitty.
This chef's agreement is ruining our friendship, and it should ruin your marriage, you piece of shit.
It probably will when we get to that point.
Oh, I doubt it. I feel like we talked a little bit just the other night.
Yeah, she told me.
Yeah, like how she did not like Nami. It's like, cool.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah, she does not like Nami. She warmed up to Usopp.
Okay.
Like she didn't like how he was kind of a little bitch about the Mary, which I was like, yeah, I can understand that.
Right.
But she did warm up to him. She did really like Zoro at the beginning, but now she doesn't like him because because he's kind of mean. And I'm like, well,
he's a piece of Zoro. Oh, okay. We're gonna
like, okay.
get in this. We're
yeah.
like, just, yeah.
She loves Sanji, so I can't wait to get to post time skip.
Oh no.
I haven't
Just,
said anything.
Just cushion her for the fall of Sanji, followed by the rise of Sanji, and then immediately followed by the plummeted meteor crash that is Sanji.
What else? She loves Frankie.
Uh-oh.
Like Frankie's one of her favorite Straw Hats.
Okay. I told her that Frankie was like my least favorite Straw Hat.
Ow. Again, differing opinions.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's almost like we were fine discussing things like people.
Exactly. Brooke, she's yeah.
Oh, she's like I know, like she's Walken's favorite character. He's Walken's favorite character, but I just like he's one of my least faves. I'm like, oh no, you said it to me. Oh God, you said it to me.
Oh no,
we're from musical families, Miranda. Walken's not from musical families. You know he's the MVP.
Yep.
I told her to be patient. Like he gets so many good moments in the.
Oh my gosh, yes. Just. The immediate moment I think of is just him talking down to Big Mom.
Yes, that is
young
amazing.
Lady. Nobody plans to die. I'm just like, fuck yes, Brooke.
Yes. Oh, there's comments. Oh, I'm sorry.
Perfect. No, the last thing I was gonna say is Chopper. She kind of warmed down on because she started realizing that he's super annoying. Even though his backstory is probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way, so I don't blame her for having that mindset.
Yeah, and Robin is best girl, so yeah.
You say that. Miranda and I, on the other hand.
Oh, what? Who did she say? Who did she say?
We both agreed on Robin.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
Robin is best girl.
Yes. Oh, it was this Katakuri's confrontation with Flampe was his way of expressing his respect towards Luffy. He decided to expose his weakness with great hesitation on his part to Flampe in order to defend Luffy. Oh, that's actually a really good point. Yeah. I like the wording of that. Okay. There's also a divide in family members who interact with Katakuri. Older members, especially those who know of the true Katakuri, like his personal brothers, really see him with respect. Yep. She has the right mindset, Sanji gang. No fall, no crash. That's all head.
Have you seen some of Wano lately?
Have you seen Whole Cake Island?
Oh, Whole Cake Island. Actually, no. Wano, he's been all right in Wano. He was all right in Wano.
To a point.
Did you watch the latest episode?
Yeah, I saw King of Lightning. Like, no, it wasn't King of Lightning. It was some other guy with King in his name. It's like, yo, Sanji the best for flying into the wall. And then like, there's been so many retweets. So that's like, really? You see it with respect, huh? How interesting.
That part was animated weird because like he falls forward and then back and then forward again and then backwards. I'm just like.
That's the thing. It's like it is post. Well, not even post. It's still like current quarantine. So like this is going to be the only time where I will allow the animation to probably be sloppy as it would be. Because back then, there really wasn't that much of an excuse to like improve the work. But now it's just like, yeah, I completely understand. It's fine. Just take your time. Just don't die. You're still people doing their job.
I do love how they had Hawkins and Drake kind of fanboying because I don't think we got much of that in the manga. Which again, I will defend this until Wano is over. I think the anime is doing a better job with Wano than the manga.
Interesting. Wait. On most parts, yes.
Yeah, on most parts. There's at least one part that I will be like, no, that should not have been what it was, and we all know what that part is.
In fact, don't even tell them, walk-ins. For all of you in the comments, why don't you list down what you think that anime exclusive moment was?
But otherwise, like the animation, there have been a few iffy moments, but everything animation wise has been fine for me. Their soundtrack choices have been fine. especially like new recordings of it, especially the like title cards or mid cards or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And honestly, the slower pace works to Wano's benefit.
True. Yeah. Especially if you handle that right in animation.
Yeah. So everyone complaining that, oh, we only got 10 pages adapted. I'm just like, have you read Wano? Have you seen how fast paced the manga of Wano is? How we barely got to see some shit? No, slow it down, please. Thank you, Oda.
Oh my god. Oh, I like this. Example when Daifuku nominated Katakuri for being the captain after Big Mom. On the other hand, the younger siblings like Flumpling only know of the illusion, never the true Katakuri. Thus why Katakuri votes for Brule as the best sister, since she knows the true him.
Yep.
Now I just want to see Katakuri like putting in a ballot for best sister. That'd be hilarious. Sheaf, I am already planned to die. Brooke doesn't know what he is talking about. Words bad. Yeah, if you guys watched Hamilton, Chief and I will be writing letters to each other and then have an amazing hip hop battle before we have a duel. Wait, have you watched Hamilton yet, Watkins? I know you were planning on doing it, Miranda.
Not yet. We might watch it tonight or tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay, good. I just gave you the vaguest of hints of what's gonna happen.
Excellent.
Oh, is this also? Oh wait, I'm guessing you don't like Zoro slicing spirits and stuff. Toei made a big mistake there. Also, when they made him do some crazy moves versus Hawkins, Toei is unredeemable. But should we get back to the video?
Yeah, we should probably get
to
back
our
to
encyclopedia, apparently.
Lust for sweet things, delicious, forbidden, immoral donuts in particular. And after being exposed by Luffy, he went so far as to kill all of the nearby chefs who bore witness to it. Following this, Katakuri went on to take several hits from Luffy, a stunning achievement on Luffy's part, although the tide of battle remained firmly in Katakuri's favor. But despite being beaten over and over again, Luffy continued to get up. Eventually,
because he was the main character. I'm just saying. Uh-oh. Did I lose you there, Watkins?
No, I'm good. We're good.
All right, yeah. But yeah, that's I gotta say. I thought for a second he was gonna go for like Luffy should have won in the first place. He was already good as he was. I'm like, oh no, don't do it, don't say it.
Yep, don't do it.
His favor. But despite being beaten over and over again, Luffy continued to get up, eventually developing a crude sense of Katakuri's future sight, and little by little, Katakuri began to respect his opponent, and despite his initial desire of wanting to defeat Luffy as quickly as possible, Katakuri resolved to fight him honorably. And it was
okay, so let's unpack that, shall we?
There's that.
Can I listen to that one more time?
Yeah.
Of Katakuri's future sight, and little by little, Katakuri began to respect his opponent, and despite his initial desire of wanting to defeat Luffy as quickly as possible, Katakuri resolved to fight him honorably.
All right. Little by little, Katakuri grew to respect him. That is actually kind of false. Katakuri learned to respect Luffy. No. He admitted that Luffy was actually a worthy fighter.
Yeah.
If that's what he meant. But he was kind of implying that Luffy was winning him over. So I gotta list that down there.
I guess, I mean, it might be like a slow winning over, but not like, oh, I'm fully on Luffy's side.
Yeah,
I think it's mainly of a respect of a fighter kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but not like I'm gonna be the next Straw Hat Pirate. I'm gonna leave Big Mom and follow you, Luffy, because you're gonna be the next king. No, he was just like, you're an admirable fighter. That's why he said, like, at the end, when you come back, are you going to defeat Big Mom? And Luffy's just like, yeah. And Katakuri's just like, you're looking way into the future, implying that, Luffy's still not ready to beat Yonko yet
Right.
by himself.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I'm just taking down notes.
No,
here.
you're good.
I also don't like the whole Katakuri slows down the fight to fight him honorably. Like, no, the whole fight was about honor. Even early on, whenever Luffy tried to get away, it's like, weren't we supposed to be having a one-on-one? Or he wants him dead. Like throughout the entire fight.
Yeah.
Anytime Katakuri spoke, it was either talking down to Luffy or it was like, I'm going to kill you. Like when Luffy touched Brule or even attempted it, he was like, keep your filthy hands off of my sister.
Mhm.
It's like he wanted him dead. He respected him as a fighter, but it was the honor of the one-on-one duel that was always there from the beginning. He did not just his tone is, it's starting to sound like Luffy's winning him over, and that's not exactly true there, boss.
Yeah.
All right. Did I already rewind 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Despite his initial desire of wanting to defeat Luffy as quickly as possible, Katakuri resolved to fight him honorably. And it was at this stage that the president of the Katakuri fan club, Charlotte Flampe, interfered with the battle, causing Luffy to suffer a serious wound.
I hear you.
We understand.
I hear you trembling.
Yep. We hear it.
From here, Katakuri's supreme sense of honor led him to stab himself and create the same wounds that had been inflicted upon Luffy.
Should we? Should we? Should we? Or should we wait until Ig actually
let's wait. Let's because the other
there's
videos.
another Katakuri video after
The
this.
other one is strictly Luffy versus Katakuri, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's wait for that one.
I don't like the wording of what he just said though.
No.
That's a bit of a no, but I think he's just going off of the wiki.
Yeah.
What is this? Chief. Luffy versus Kaido. What? I'm gonna skip that. I hope Kid can use the final flash. Me too. At some point he found himself enjoying fighting. No, he did not. No, he did not.
The only point I would see that at would be the end.
Well, no, it wasn't like.
But like during the fight, I didn't see any instances of him enjoying it.
No, not even in the ending. Not even at the ending.
But he smiled at the end.
No, only when he conceded defeat, when he threw the match.
So he's just like, let's fight again. That's basically him saying that.
Yeah, like
that's the only point I could see that happening.
Like the closest thing you got was like, I no longer disregard you as an equal, but it's the way the scars that kind of looks like he's smiling, but he's panting. He's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's go, motherfucker. Like at no point was he enjoying the fight. He was like, until Brule treated his wounds, not once was he enjoying it. He was like, I have to deal with as Luffy was learning future side. I'm just calling it Ultra Instinct. As he was learning how to counter him, he was like, shit, I need to deal with him now. I need to kill him before he becomes a threat. That's he wasn't really enjoying the fight. He was like, I need to end this now. And then he got into a slugfest. Then here's the question I have to pose to this. It's kind of rhetorical, but do you think Katakuri was enjoying the fight when he used the buzz cut mochi to trap Luffy and spike mochi, throw him in the air, and smash him into the ground? That's not really enjoying. It's like, I'm killing you now.
Yeah.
That's the energy.
And just like what you were saying, he didn't really enjoy it until after everything.
Yeah, it's
when he was looking back on it, which that only came about because through the fight, he was respecting him as a fighter, but to say that, I don't really agree with that he was enjoying it, at least until that ending part where he was looking back, when he was smiling like, oh, he got away.
Yeah,
good, I get to fight him again.
That, but I can see why people subjectively like that.
I can
see why. All right. And yeah, that's why I have to be very careful with what I say on this stream in terms of objectivity, subjectivity. Because I plan on using clips, so I just gotta make sure I word it correctly.
Right.
All right, here we go.
As well as removing his scarf and declaring to Luffy that he no longer thought of him as below his level. And gravely wounded, the two of them fought, with Luffy eventually innovating Snake Man and engaging in one final clash. Katakuri thoroughly impressed and enamored by his opponent.
Should I?
Let's just wait for the Luffy versus Katakuri one.
Okay. I'm gonna write a note of that down.
Yeah, please do.
Katakuri was thoroughly impressed. No.
His opponent then queried to Luffy if he would return to defeat Big Mom one day, and upon hearing his affirmative answer, Katakuri collapsed in defeat. Very notably, Katakuri chose to fall on his back, going against every principle of the legend that had developed around him, a legend that he himself had gone to great lengths to produce. Furthermore, his mouth was on full display, a factor noted by his sister Brûlée when she came to tend to his wounds. And when Katakuri was informed that Luffy had escaped Totland, he couldn't help but smile. Some more fun facts about Charlotte Katakuri. Okay. In the anime, Katakuri is introduced much earlier than his initial appearance in the manga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That's pretty much it then. He's just going through trivial facts now. Nothing to really go over. Oh yeah, there's even here a useless fact alert. Okay. Oh. Do you want to keep watching that?
Let's see what fun facts we have.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? There might be something really
because that's actually interesting. That's interesting. He notes that the anime introduced him earlier than the manga, because that's actually something that you had an issue with. I know.
Yeah, like the whole part with when Katakuri first appears, sitting down, just like tossing around jelly beans, like I sniped that man. It's like wouldn't it have been much better if like the night before, when Luffy met Beijing for the first time, wouldn't it have been like a really good moment if like Beijing's like, did anyone see Charlotte Katakuri by chance? You can't miss him. He's one of the three generals. Yeah. By the way, I'm going to say it tomorrow in my head, but he's the most worrisome part of the plan.
And I mean, Beijing probably didn't know he was going to be there, because I think in the anime, Katakuri doesn't show up until like that scene that they showed. I don't think that was until like the night before the wedding.
But if it was, think of it this way: you are Beige. You know that Katakuri, if he shows up, would be the most dangerous thing. Like he like his ability is like the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Would you not feel like there's no harm in asking? The old saying goes, there was no harm in saying, "Hey, did anyone happen by chance to see a character like this?" He just shows like a bounty poster of Katakuri. You could show the bounty right there, 1.3 billions or whatever. You can also explain that, and then you can have the scene where Jinbei is like, "Oh yes, I have not seen Katakuri, but we shouldn't rule him out. This is a tea party after all. He's probably going to show up here. He has the mochi powers. In fact, in many regards, Luffy, looking back, he kind of reminds me of you." Set up the conflict right there.
Yeah.
Because that again, when Jinbei talks about Katakuri's powers in front of Katakuri, nothing is done. There, I wanted a more connection with Luffy and Katakuri. Set up the conflict right there from the night before. It's like, here's his bounty poster. This is what a New World Luffy looks like. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
So we can use Mochi Man for my attacks. Hey, how interesting.
Yeah,
framing and context, they're important.
But I mean, the reason Beige probably didn't do that is because Pez was probably crying and needed some food.
But they have the entire nation to themselves. Don't bring that mutant child into this.
But Pez needs his daddy.
Pez had his mommy.
And now they have their granddaddy.
This was supposed to be a harmless stream, Hawkins. Like I'm thinking of I probably can't tackle it. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe we'll have multiple parts in the stream. Do part 1 today. Any reviews, any videos we can't do today, we'll save for the next day or maybe later.
Yeah,
you know, no big deal. We just had to bring Pound into this, like the fucking scumbag.
Oh, love it.
Why am I friends with you?
Oh shit.
Your opinion is shit now. I hate you. You're objectively and subjectively wrong, you turd.
Time to tell Twitter.
No, oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, this is the big exposed video. And then the like, whoa, Trevor Tiger said what to Hawkins? There's like that creepy opera music. It's just like, you fucking turd. You're objectively and subjectively wrong.
Oh,
Oh my lord.
man.
I hope no one takes that too seriously. We like
No.
to. Maybe similar to Katakuri, could have a form of advanced observation, but instead of seeing the future, he can see the present. King could. I call it right on the side.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. All right, let's see what happens.
About Charlotte Katakuri. In the anime, Katakuri is introduced much earlier than his initial appearance in the manga, as he was seen entering Whole Cake Chateau the day before the wedding, clad in a dark cloak, so as not to prematurely reveal his design. In addition to being a sweet commander of the Big Mom Pirates, Katakuri also serves as the Minister of Flour on Totland, and specifically governs Komugi Island. In the original manga release in Weekly Shonen Jump, Katakuri was said to be a low-gear user. However, this was later retconned for the volume release in favor of labeling him as a special paramecium.
There we go.
Furthermore, Katakuri is one of the rare individuals in the series to have awakened his devil fruit abilities, which allow him to turn the environment around him into mochi. And finally, a truly useless fact. While Katakuri's bounty of 1,057 million berries may seem a bit random, the number 57 may have been purposely chosen to indicate his superiority in relation to Luffy, whose common number is 56, which can be read
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I always love like the hidden meanings behind the bounties.
Yeah, 57.
Like how Blackbeard's I think accurately translates into Blackbeard's real life bounty.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then there's other ones like I think Big Mom's like spells out Big Mom or something. Same with like Whitebeard's and Gold Rogers. So that's why people are like Luffy's final bounty is gonna be like 5,656,000,000.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I like these facts. By the way, Otamarks was in the chat. He says, "Sorry guys, I thought we were doing this later." No, I told you the time.
Dude, it's all good.
He's at work right now. Try not to have too much fun. Don't worry. Yeah,
we'll have enough. We'll have enough CBR fun.
Yeah, when Watkins leaves the stream, I'll probably call quits because this is a group effort. I'm gonna need the extra thought power for this one. But yeah, no harm, no foul. There's always next time. We can plan part 2 accordingly. Let's kick him out of the stream right now. How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm kidding. Let's see. Or how Sanji and Cavendish have the same bounty, both bigger than Zoro's. That's just funny.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Was there anything more in this video?
But that pretty much does it for Charlotte Katakuri.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video and the content...
No!
No!
I mean, compared to what else you and I have been exposed to on these streams, it's fine.
Yeah. Not bad. Not too bad. Just a few noticeable wrong things there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is it? All right. Here it is. This might be, depending on how much time you spend.
Yeah.
This is the video I could not last on, and what inspired me to talk about it. Like, to stream this and see what happens. Did you watch this one? I thought you said you did before.
I think I clicked on one at one point in time, but I forgot which one it was.
All right. Yeah, for context, so the last video, I think we can agree, it was literally just like, here's a fun little fact. Here's the One Piece wiki in video form.
Oh yeah.
This one is yes, t-shirts neat. This one is Grand Line Review's take on the fight itself. If I remember this correctly, this is one of those things where he has like, he explains like this is kind of subjective, but is presented as objective. It's like, in fact, the title kind of implies it. What happened? And he's like, I'll tell you what happened.
Let me tell you what happened.
I think he kind of says, oh, wait, I remember. I think he says, this is just how I interpreted it. But I think he got like some things wrong about it. I think that's what made me click off the first time.
Gotcha.
And here we are today. I think, what, a month later? All right. But yes, that's your context. Wait a sec. I'm pretty sure I didn't click share audio.
Oh, great.
Here we go. What happened? All right. I'm going to test it out real quick.
Hello and welcome to the...
Nah, we're good.
All right. Perfect. All right.
Hello and welcome to the Grand Line Review, your source for everything One Piece. Today, we have a topic I've wanted to discuss for quite some time, and now that it's finally happened in the anime, I guess a couple of weeks ago now, let's talk about how Luffy emerged victorious in the impossible fight against Katakuri.
I'm scared.
I am too. That kind of chilled me a little bit. I'm like, oh no.
What happened?
All right.
This isn't Monk or Adrian Monk. He's like, here's what happened.
Here's what happened.
Oh, I missed that show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So I've been tossing up about whether or not to actually make a video about this because it doesn't really fit any of my formats. But after some comments on my anime reviews as well as the Katakuri 101 video, I feel like it is actually a very necessary discussion. And in order to have it, I'm mostly going to be using the manga as reference, just because the anime plays out a lot of the subtleties very differently, and to get to the core of Oda's intentions, I don't think there's any better way than to examine the first-hand material.
Perfect. I love that. I like that. Yeah. Goes by the manga. I'm going to make that clear. Going by manga. Awesome. All right. I like this.
And before we completely launch into it, I want to make this clear from the beginning. All of the following is my personal interpretation of the
Oh, here it is. My personal interpretation. Tell us what you think.
Now, this is where you have to be very careful on how you frame your words on these types of videos. Because if you get, like, the facts wrong, then...
Yeah.
Oh boy, it can turn into a mess. There was I told you before, like EFAP, the podcast done by Mahler.
Yeah.
There was one guy that they covered, and it was like this Lord of the Rings video that they covered. And the guy, it's like, everything is just my opinion. This is how I saw Lord of the Rings. Proceeded to get like every single detail from the books and movies wrong.
Like, it's like, did you read it? Did you
exactly
watch it?
Yeah, like it was to the point. It's like, you probably were just looking at your phone while you watched the movies for your so-called video. It's just like, wow, there were so many things wrong with it.
You were just like, oh yeah, that's a great thing. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I got mad with
good job, Gandalf. Yeah, that's great.
No, he called Gandalf versus Saruman silly.
Let's continue this video.
Yeah.
That's just. Okay.
That's what you get for watching that one. It's I'll send you a link to that EFAP. I think it's EFAP number 93, or just look up EFAP Lord of the Rings, and
okay,
it's oh boy.
Oh, great.
All right. Let's just go back here.
Launch into it. I want to make this clear from the beginning. All of the following is my personal interpretation of the events. There is no straightforward answer to exactly what happened in the series. Like,
There's no straightforward answer of what happens in the series, even though it's written right there and it's shown right there.
Even though it presents itself as such, no straightforward answer. No way.
No.
Oh, Killian, never watched this myself.
Oh, we're all in for a treat.
We're all in this.
I also see the fight that divided a fan base up there.
Where? Oh, yeah, that one. That's very odd. I clicked on that before I sent you the link. Mm-hmm. I clicked on that, but that was the wrong video. Oh. I meant to click on this one, but look at the progress bar. It's showing that I watched most of it.
Interesting.
I don't get that. And yet all the other bars on here, like these 4, I remember these progress bars are right, but this is not. This is odd. Fucking YouTube. Fucking
damn
YouTube.
you.
A personal interpretation of the events. There is no straightforward answer to exactly what happened in the series. Like, Brule doesn't just pop in and go, Katakuri did X because of Y. It's
What?
Hold on, play that back again?
Yeah, well, wait, what?
What happened in the series. Like, Brule doesn't just pop in and go, Katakuri did X because of Y.
But
what? Why would Brule even show up? I mean, I guess she was part of the fight, but then when Luffy came back the second time, she was just gone.
Yeah.
Until she miraculously, was untied and treated Katakuri's wounds. What? Oh, maybe there was more. I'm gonna let it play out.
Okay.
Just a little bit longer. Maybe he explains it.
The following is my personal interpretation of the events. There is no straightforward answer to exactly what happened in the series. Like, Brule doesn't just pop in and go, Katakuri did X because of Y.
I see what he's saying.
Left to the readers and the audience to connect the dots, which means that there isn't necessarily one correct interpretation. So if you guys,
there is.
I mean, there's I've seen many arguments, many discussions about Katakuri as a character, but they all follow the same line of logic.
Yeah, Katakuri was stronger. Then there you go.
Katakuri was stronger. Katakuri had honor. Like shit like that. Like those have always been the same arguments. There hasn't been anything other than I guess earlier when Killian commented, just kind of shedding light, I guess. But even that still followed the same thread line.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh good.
Oh no.
Not to say anything about the quality of the video, simply because this fight being explained just feels loaded with controversy by nature. I hope that's not the case. And he says, so I'm as blind as you, what one grand line says. Oh, no. Oh, no. But thank God he's here to explain everything.
Explain it to me, Grand Line Reviews.
What's this? Didn't Brule get nabbed? But yes, he did. Yes, she was. That explains
it. Yeah.
All right. She was still bound when Peckham's had her on the shoulder. That's right. That's my B. Chief, I think he means the DBS Top Peanut Gallery, explain everything that happened. Oh,
yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get that the first time around.
There's no commentary, but then again, you don't need the commentary to understand this fight. That's not what needs to be done. True. Oda, especially in Wano. Holy shit, the minions are like the fucking peanut gallery now. And
my god, I hate the Wano minions.
Miranda has slowly become one of my favorite people because she too, early on, it's man, I really don't like the fodder dialogue. And I'm like, yes.
Well, now she loves it because it's stupid.
No.
but that's the thing. It's one of those love-hate kind of things. You love it because it's stupid, but you also hate it because it's stupid.
Oh God. I get that. I just despise it. All right, here we go. Just show me the path, oh wise one.
You know, Brule doesn't just pop in and go, Katakuri did X because of Y. It's very much left to the readers and the audience to connect the dots, which means that there isn't necessarily one correct interpretation.
Yes, there is. It's called the manga. Just saying.
Yeah.
If you guys saw things differently to me, then please do drop those thoughts in the comments, because it is a fascinating discussion. But
Oh no.
Mind freak. I know what he's doing. He's using his platform to basically be like, here's my interpretation. I already have the Katakuri explained video. He's basically summoned up his authority status on the subject. And then it's like, hey, if you guys have thoughts, put it down in the comments or whatever.
Yeah.
No. Oh no. Let me see if he actually responded. I'm just gonna see if he actually responded to any of this. No. Yeah, he's basically saying, let's have a discussion.
Ugh.
Nope. Why is everyone so goddamn tall? You know what? Take it.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, wait a second.
What?
I find out that Doflamingo seems to respect and value his makeshift family more than Big Mom. Luffy would just not allow himself to kind of gets one shot by Kaido. Yep, goes against the video. Luffy is probably the closest thing to a friend in Katakuri's life now. But that was 2 months ago, so Grand Line wouldn't pay attention to that quote. Katakuri got so tired after being Luffy's ass for over 12 hours. Probably contradicts it. Meme. So, would you like to know as an observation I just made?
What?
The one time where we showed a love heart to the comment, everything you said was reinforced after the fight. So everything he said was correct. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
So he wanted to inspire discussions, but you won't really have the discussion unless someone really, really agrees with your take.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a really good take. I don't know. But from what I saw so far, I have yet to be convinced, my good man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
So if you guys saw things differently to me, then please do drop those thoughts in the comments, because it is a fascinating discussion. But for now, let's get into it.
I'm going to actually write that down real quick. Says he wants to inspire discussions, but comments say otherwise. This is pretty much saying like, do you remember when I made that video on like my fanfic ideas for One Piece's ending?
Oh yeah.
And basically whoever said like whenever someone comments on that one, I was like, oh, that's cool. I think Ultimark's responded to that one. I think that was one of like the first big conversations I've had with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Like, I always try to respond, but Grand Line.
I try to with so I do Attack on Titan live reactions.
Mm-hmm.
My last one exploded.
Oh, nice.
Like, to right now, last time I checked, I've had almost 17,000 views on it.
Whoa, dude, that's awesome.
250 something comments, almost like 200 likes on it. It got ridiculous. So like the first day I was like responding to some people, I was just like, all right, yeah, cool. Oh, that's a cool thing. Oh, yeah. But then like after a few days, I'm just like, people are still no. It's been like a week and people are still good to comment. No, stop, please. It's
dude, congrats, that's awesome.
I know, dude. Even like, because usually I see like a little bit of a spike with Attack on Titan every month, with like with views and subscribers and all that. I shit you not. I've got. Let me check right now. Actually, I had about 80 subscribers last week.
Okay.
A week later, I have 141.
Holy shit! Nice, brother.
I know. Like, I'm just like, oh shit. Too bad the series is ending in like a few months.
Oh no!
God damn.
By the way, everyone, if you have go with my subscription right fucking now, you should see Walken's YouTube channel in the description. If you have not already, please go and subscribe to him. I don't like telling people to subscribe, but I have a lot of faith in him.
Yep, all of my wonderful crap content and takes. Ooh, dude, I just finished watching because I'm doing the Naruto Shippuden rewatches. I just finished the part where Sasuke kills Orochimaru. I forgot how hard they tried to show Sasuke being overpowered.
Oh my god, that's right.
They try so hard. And then literally the next fight he has against Deidara, he technically doesn't win. He actually should have lost. He should have lost to Itachi, but Itachi was on his deathbed.
Yeah, he was sick.
Yeah, and then shortly after that he gets punked by Killer Bee. Like when you have that thought in there and you rewatch that part, you're like, wow, they really tried to make Sasuke look like a threat.
Yep.
And I mean, it succeeded until the Deidara fight, and then when everything else happens, you're just like, oh, okay. And then even still, he fails to keep Orochimaru for himself because he gets dragged out of him by Itachi. And then Orochimaru ends up coming back anyways.
I love that. Orochimaru is immortal. Itachi with the jar. I'm about to end this man's whole career.
But after that little happiness. After that little tangent.
Yeah, we can't have this happiness. We can't have this shit. We're going back to being blind.
Please do drop those thoughts in the comments because it is a fascinating discussion. But for now, let's get into it. All right, so a lot of the comments I received recently quite straightforwardly asked me how Luffy won or why Katakuri let him win, as well as posed explanations of their own, with the predominant thought being that Luffy won because of plot armor.
I mean,
if we're going to have this conversation, let's.
I mean, Luffy's gonna Luffy.
Yeah, here's the thing. Luffy didn't exactly don plot armor.
No.
It was to the point where Luffy was Oda made it so that Luffy I admire it, at death's door, before any big fatal blows, he could at least counter and dodge them. Like he would, again, he always knocked on the door of that ability when he was close to dying. That's fine. That's you can easily tie that to an adrenaline rush to make sure you stay alive. However, just because he was learning to do that, it did not mean that Luffy was going to win by any stretch. So Oda had to make Katakuri say to himself, "Oh no, he's going to match my future sight," which makes no sense for probably an ability that has had years upon years of training and refinement, suddenly being matched in the course of 2 hours? No. Yeah. And then you had Flampe literally be created so that she could get in the way, and then Oda could be like, "Oh, Flampe, you're in the way. You ruined this duel." And now, in true shonen protagonist fashion, I shall deal a blow onto myself so that I remain honored, even though there's so many other ways you can make it so that you don't need Flampe, you don't need Katakuri injuring himself.
Yeah.
This is still a work in progress on, just a potential script here. My own thought of just have when Luffy is saying I can't beat you like this, but I know of a power that can, and then he goes into Gear 4 Snake Man, and then Katakuri is like, you've matched my future. I can't end this battle just as easy as I wanted to. Bring it on. Man. Luffy goes all out in Snake Man. The speed is getting too much, like, because really nothing changed from even after Katakuri stabs himself. Nothing really changed. He still had his future sight. He still had his goddamn resilience. His goddamn skill was through the roof.
Yeah. The only thing you could say that really changed was, I guess, maybe you can twist it to where, like, maybe his concentration went down a little bit, which is why Luffy got some more hits in.
Yeah, I guess. There's also that little bit where, like, you have the Rayleigh flashback.
Yeah.
Where it's like, the only way to grow is to face these fighters. Maybe you too can see the future. You're one of the people that you connect to your opponents emotionally. You can sense that. So I know what Oda was trying to do. He was trying to be like, oh no, since Katakuri injured himself and took off the scarf, Luffy can see his emotions now and respond appropriately. But there was like no real connection. Luffy did not earn that respect. Just like, yeah, it's a very off-putting moment, to be sure. Like, there's a reason people are so divided, and you can even tell from this video. Like, a lot of people are like, this doesn't seem right. I would just have like Gear Force Snake Man from like, if you take this on, I'm done. I can match your ability. Now it's time to really pour in the herd, and that should have been like the big finisher right there.
Yeah.
Whether he lost or have won, he kind of did both already. He kind of lost the fight, but he won. But yeah, he got the last blow in. So there's like, I need to refine that script a little bit, but you can make it so that Flampe didn't need to be created for the sake of making sure that Katakuri dealt a fatal blow to himself, which would have then let Luffy get some good blows.
Yeah.
It's not like an insult to Luffy's ability, but yeah, sure. Why not? I guess anyone that thinks it was plot armor, it's just wrong.
Oh no, the main character has plot armor. What? Okay.
Like, here's the thing. A great writer will always, like, your main character is going to have plot armor. Unless you're Sean Bean in Game of Thrones. Then you're fucked because you're Sean Bean. Like, a great writer will always know how to mask the plot armor.
Yeah.
Because you're, like, the main character is expected to go all the way, unless they're secretly not the main character. A great writer will always know how to, the plot, how well they can mask the armor. That's all I'm saying. With Luffy versus Katakuri, you could tell that Oda wrote some things to make sure that Luffy won, which made no sense, and it could have been handled in several different ways.
Yeah. While
still owning respect to Katakuri, while still having respect to Luffy. It's just, oh boy, it's going to be a fucking field day when I get to that. But shall we continue?
Yes.
We're only 1 minute in, by the way.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, what time do you have to go? 5 or 4?
About like 4:30. I should get ready to go.
2 hours, huh?
We got this.
We'll see.
We got this.
All right.
As well as posed explanations of their own, with the predominant thought being that Luffy won because of plot armor. And just before I completely dispel that argument, if you're not...
Before I completely dispel that argument.
Mission to dispel plot armor.
Oh, he's not only going after the commenters, he's going after Oda. He's going after Oda, guys. The cojones.
I have the feeling that this is going to be one of those videos where I don't feel like he's going to go after Oda in a sense. I feel like this is going to be one of those videos where he's going to just put on a pedestal. He's going to throw fluff at the pedestal, nothing to really substantiate the claims because, oh boy, I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
I can't wait.
Okay. Right. Okay. We lasted 10 seconds. I know.
dominant thought being that Luffy won because of plot armor. And just before I completely dispel that argument, if you're not familiar with that term, it is the theory that the main character will always be protected by the fact that they simply cannot be removed from the story. So in this case, Luffy has to defeat Katakuri in order to move on with his journey.
True.
Now, almost every story is subject to this concept, but it only becomes a detrimental factor when the author cannot posit a satisfying and natural explanation as to why the main character overcame the problem they did.
Holy shit! You just summed up the fight. You just literally summed up why everyone has an issue. I can't type that word for word, but I want to remember the timestamp. 1:26. Okay. Like, you literally just summed up why everyone has their different thoughts on this.
Yep.
Oh boy. All right.
His journey. Now, almost every story is subject to this concept, but it only becomes a detrimental factor when the author cannot posit a satisfying and natural explanation as
which is why you're all wrong.
Yep.
The tone I'm receiving. I might be wrong, but oh no.
to why the main character overcame the problem they did. And this is where I think people are getting confused with Luffy versus Katakuri. They're having trouble understanding how this outcome eventuated because on paper there is absolutely no way that Luffy conquers Katakuri. He's faster, stronger, significantly more experienced, and holds two highly elevated forms of Haki, one of which Luffy begins to experience, but that simply isn't enough. In addition to that, he also has Conqueror's Haki, so Luffy can't even use that to any sort of advantage. As well as the fact that Katakuri's Devil Fruit allowed him to mimic all of Luffy's attacks, except that Katakuri performed them even better. The one and only physical advantage we can give to Luffy in this fight is sheer endurance.
Yeah, I could agree.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree. So he got the aspects of the fight right, but apparently he's going for a much more symbolic reason. I can't wait.
I can't either. Give it to me.
The one and only...
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
I said give it to me.
only physical advantage we can give to Luffy in this fight is sheer endurance. He can tank hits like a champ and never let pain get the better of him. Luffy just will not allow himself to fall until his goal has been accomplished.
Tank hits? He was getting injured, dude. He was getting hurt. That's more of durability instead of tanking.
He did take on a few hits, but it's the fact that he fell quite often inside like man-made craters.
Like, again, tanking a hit and enduring a hit are two different things.
Oh my god. Also, he will tank every blow so that he can move on to the next step of his journey so he can achieve his goal.
Great.
Kaido would like a word with you.
Oh.
One-shot club.
Meanwhile, that video is just staring at us in the corner right there.
Well, good thing I'm not doing a Kaido video yet.
I might watch it.
Oh no! You're gonna have to tell me how it goes later.
Oh, I will. After I
that mentality.
What's up?
After I die from it.
Oh, then how the fuck are you gonna watch if you're dead? Yeah, exactly. It's what I thought.
Of him. Luffy just will not allow himself to fall until his goal has been accomplished. And that mentality certainly plays into the results, especially considering that Luffy's goal actually changes mid-battle. And if you're one of the few people...
What?
His goal changed mid-battle?
What do you mean by his goal changed mid... Okay, wait.
Because the other thing of him, like, keeping getting up, that's the whole, like, will thing that we were talking about earlier.
When did he change goal? He literally dragged in Katakuri, said to his crew, I need to focus on him. I'm going to...
Broke the mirror to keep them in there.
He was going to fight him head on.
Yeah.
He planned on beating him. What goal changed from mid-bat? Wait, he retreat... I know what he's saying.
Is it because he retreated?
Yeah, when Luffy escaped. He's like, I want to surpass the billion berry pirate.
But still, his goal never changed, though. His goal was to beat Katakuri.
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a difference, Walkins, between beaten and surpassing. I feel like that's the road we're going down on.
I do not want to walk down that road because it's the same fucking road.
Full of speed bumps and
mochi. Ew.
Results, especially considering that his goal has been accomplished. And that mentality certainly plays into the results, especially considering that Luffy's goal actually changes mid-battle. And if you're one of the few people out there who still believe that Luffy physically overcame Katakuri, also bear in mind that Luffy was in a very bad condition before this fight even began.
What?
Was he?
No.
Keep going. Maybe he'll explain it.
Cake Island was not an easy arc for him at all, essentially beginning with an 11-hour bout against Charlotte Cracker, and after that he never really recovered.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, and
yes,
then
he did.
Because he like had like what, an hour to sleep.
Yeah, he was like even then he was. I mean, true. He was stuck to the wall in a Mount Dior's book prison.
Yeah,
but
almost
he was
ripping his arms off.
Yeah, but it's like afterwards, even after the escape, he got his rest. He had his milk. He healed.
Yeah.
Like Oda even says it, like the gag, like the whole gag. You drink your milk, you're done. It's like his senzu bean.
Yeah.
Like with so what the hell?
Yeah, once he eats like a truckload of food, he's fine.
Yeah, what do you mean by Luffy was never arrested before the fight? What?
Yeah.
That's just wrong, man. That's just wrong. All right.
He was a wreck that no amount of magic milk could fix, and
but it fixed him! It fixed him! It literally fixed him!
It healed his injuries. It healed his broken tooth. What?
It fixed him!
Is he Pember? Wasn't he the one that called out the gag in that one article?
I want to say yes. I don't know. Ray Pember's the power scaler of CBR.
My God, what do you mean no magic milk could fit? It did! That's exactly what it did, though.
I know.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm just looking forward to the credits.
Cracker. And after that, he never really recovered. He was a wreck that no amount of magic milk could fix, and arrived at the wedding completely sleep-deprived. So even...
I mean, that argument you could say, again, he had like an hour of sleep, but still.
He still rested. They met Beige, and then they had the rest of the night and some of the morning to recuperate. Because they didn't make their move until the wedding.
Yeah.
Halfway down the wedding too.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Luffy was sleeping all the way
up to like literally the minute before.
Yeah. So what do you mean that he didn't get? Oh my God! I need to put this in. Magic milk didn't fix. Was sleep deprived. What? I feel like he's trying to push an agenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wreck that no amount of magic milk could fix, and arrived at the wedding completely sleep-deprived. So even if Luffy was the strongest Katakuri, which I personally do not believe in the slightest, he showed up to this conflict entirely unprepared and at a sharp disadvantage before the first punch was even thrown.
Sharp disadvantage yet. Unprepared? Hell no. He was fully prepared.
Yeah, he was ready for what he was getting into.
Oh man, did you know that when he dragged Katakuri on one hand while holding Broly on the other hand, when they went to Mirror World, I guess he just wasn't prepared. When he smashed that mirror, I guess he just wasn't prepared to know that he was going to fight for his life or just save his crew. This makes sense.
We haven't reached CBR levels of. Yeah, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
By the way, Chief asks, was it whole milk? It's Oda milk.
it's Oda milk.
Oh boy! All right.
Hey, Grandline.
All right. Let's see what agenda you're pushing here, mate.
Showed up to this conflict entirely unprepared and at a sharp disadvantage before the first punch was even thrown. If this fight was about strength alone, Katakuri would have won, which isn't.
Kind of was, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in a fight, strength does matter.
Well, I mean, because I back in high school I used to wrestle, so I've faced my fair share of like opponents that were stronger than me, but I knew how to work around it. So as long as if you have technique, you can work around strength.
Yeah,
but
and Luffy had that technique.
Luffy had some technique, but that's when Katakuri punked him out. It was just like, whatever you could do, I could do better.
Oh yeah, I'm referencing the time when Katakuri was just he lost control of his emotions.
Oh yeah,
better technique. That's why he was able to get every single blow in that he did.
Yeah.
So
I mean, strength isn't everything in a fight, but okay.
It's not like mentality. Like think of JoJo. Think of he's right. Strength isn't everything. If strength was everything in this fight, which it somewhat was in a way, because it's literally like, how will Luffy overcome Luffy 2.0?
Yeah.
How will he overcome the New World version? Like, brains won't help because Katakuri is definitely smarter than he is.
Yeah.
Strength, just outclassed in every way. So I don't know. It's just weird for him to say that in a fight that kind of was.
Yeah.
If we were in JoJo, this would be a very different discussion. Like, how smart are they?
Yes, it would.
Before the first punch was even thrown. If this fight was about strength alone, Katakuri would have won, which isn't to say that Luffy is weak by any means, because he was able to perform on Katakuri's level. He was just outclassed. And this.
Wait, he was able to perform on the level, but he was outclassed.
I think he meant when, in terms of the future sight, well, his bare use of future sight. He was still outclassed in every way, but he was still able to at least, fight with some sense of future ability. I think that's what he's saying.
Okay. Okay.
There's nothing to really tear apart here yet.
No.
Thank God.
Yet.
All right.
He is weak by any means, because he was able to perform on Katakuri's level. He was just outclassed. And this is where the plot armor argument comes in. Those who pose this thought are thinking of this event purely as a fight, and that.
But it was a fight.
How is this not a fight? It was a one-on-one duel, a one-on-one fight with honor on the line as well. It was a. Remind me if I'm wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. I think they took a break in the middle to have a mental game of checkers.
Maybe.
Yeah. No punches were thrown. That's right. Yeah. It's all make believe. What?
This was a fight, you clod. How was this not a fight? They were okay. What was it then? What was it?
Argument comes in. Those who pose this thought are thinking of this event purely as a fight, and that is a dangerous idea because it locks your mind into thinking that the only way out of this situation is for Luffy to be stronger than Katakuri, and that.
Yes, it is. Because Katakuri wants to kill Luffy.
Yeah, so Luffy has to get better. And Snake Man did it. It only took a trident to do it. Okay.
And that did not happen. So when Luffy ends up victorious after not.
Wait, say that again?
And that is a dangerous idea because it locks your mind into thinking that the only way out of this situation is for Luffy to be stronger than Katakuri. And that did not happen.
Oh,
so when Luffy ends up victorious after not having achieved the needed strength, it doesn't sit right with certain fans. And to them, it feels like Oda made Katakuri too strong and had to more or less make him give up to have Luffy continue his journey.
I mean,
he didn't make him give up in a way.
He didn't make him, but he put things in place to make Katakuri lose.
Yeah, he pretty much made a detour.
Yeah. So I can see where he's coming from with this argument.
Okay.
Oda made Katakuri too strong and had to more or less make him give up to have Luffy continue his journey. And if that were the case, then yes, that would be an example of plot armor. And that way of thinking takes so much away from what this fight was actually doing. But
Oh.
Oh, my thoughts exactly.
Oh.
Holy shit. What was that?
Oh, mind repeating yourself, good sir.
In fact, let's.
more or less make him give up to have Luffy continue his journey. And if that were the case, then yes, that would be an example of plot armor. And that way of thinking takes so much away from what this fight was actually doing.
So let me get this straight. Oda created a path, an avenue so that Katakuri could lose. He created Flampe. He made his strongest character stab himself in the gut to try to match Luffy's already gouged belly. Which actually should have done a lot worse because that was a mochi thrust onto Luffy's belly. He should not be standing after that. He made Luffy able to suddenly punch Katakuri out of nowhere, even though the skill level did not change. Gear Force Snake Man, Gear Force Snake Man's whatever. I'm sure we'll hear more about that. But it's like Oda created a path, a plot path, if you will. He did not don the armor, but a path was made. Events were created. Do you remember Deadpool 2, Watkins?
Yes.
Remember Domino?
Yes.
Yeah, remember how everything just went her way?
Oh, yeah, because what was her power? Her power was just luck, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just all lucky. Like that one woman from Film Gold. It's like everything is just lucky. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, it's like there was a path created so that Luffy could get out of it. Because really, as the story was, there was no way he was going to get out of that fight. He was able to match Future Sight for it's like basically level 20 Future Sight, Ultra Instinct versus level 100 Future Sight. He wasn't going to win with that skill set, with that skill difference. So events had to transpire, and well, let's face it, they happened. They made people angry, and that what led to this video, and what led to many people just like even me making my own video on this shit. So yeah, it's just, oh boy, this is a dangerous road to go down on. But anyway,
But two things are undeniably thinking takes so much away from what this fight was actually doing. But two things are undeniably true. The first is that Katakuri was simply too strong for Luffy to overcome.
Yes.
However, it was not a mistake to make him that strong. And secondly, it's also
not a mistake to make him that strong. I guess. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, because again, like with the progression of Luffy as a character having to become King of the Pirates, it's going to come a point where he needs to start beating commanders. Mm-hmm. So we have a commander here. We have the top commander here. The next step is taking out a Yonko. Now, granted, Luffy's not going to be doing that by himself because they've been built up to... I mean, Kaido himself has literally been built up to be one-on-one, land, sea, and air, always bet on Kaido.
That one shot explains it all.
Yep.
Just do the Pirate Warriors 4 ending with Big Mom and Kaido. It's just go with that shit. That stuff was great.
Oh, I have actually a headcanon going on. It kind of deals with Pirate Warriors 4 in a sense.
Yeah.
Kaido will be taken down by a group, and Luffy will be the one to do the final shot because he'll have to
course.
But Luffy is going to be Big Mom at some point, one-on-one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be some big for you, sir.
Oh, I'll come up with something, but it's right now it's just the gut feeling.
Okay.
So I don't have anything to really back it up yet. So, but I will say it now because of how the progression is going with everything.
Right.
And plus, yeah.
Do you think when the time comes for the big Kaido fight? I'm not talking about the new Broly movie, but you remember the original Broly movie?
Yes.
I just want all the Straw Hats versus Kaido, and that's like the modern day Broly fight of that generation. Just
Yes.
everyone's shit.
Oh,
And then
I
Luke
love it.
like, give me your energy, kid!
And just punches him up to the sun.
Yes! Fucking hole in his chest. That'd be amazing.
Oh,
Hello, Peyton Barker. Welcome. Welcome. Apparently, guess what, Peyton? You are blind because Grand Line Reviews is going to tell you why Luffy versus Katakuri happened the way it did, despite the several contradictions that we just discovered in the last 3 minutes of his video. We found some grievances.
I hope there's no fun facts at the end of this one. I gave him the benefit of the doubt with that last video, but this one,
we're all betrayed by the dark side. All right, here we go.
What this fight was actually doing. But two things are undeniably true. The first is that Katakuri was simply too strong for Luffy to overcome. However, it was not a mistake to make him that strong. And secondly, it's also true that Katakuri resigned from the fight. But the question we need to ask ourselves is, why?
I'm terrified. This was just the intro.
Oh, God. We barely got through the intro.
Oh boy, here we go.
I mean, you and I through this stream have already kind of talked about why.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess right now we're seeing why Grand Line Review thinks so. Maybe he'll bring something new to the table.
I'm afraid that what new is going to bring to what he's going to bring is just an objectively wrong thing from the story. Yeah. That's what I fear.
Just about those.
I really hope he's not trying to push the agenda because that intro said something else entirely.
Yeah.
Just like very subjective. All right. Here we go.
All right.
It's true that Katakuri resigned from the fight. But the question we need to ask ourselves is, why? Because I don't say that Katakuri gave up to take anything away from Luffy's victory. I say it because what happened is far more impressive than simply physically defeating your opponent.
Okay. Did that sound off to you by chance at all?
I there was part of it that sounded off, but I'm curious how he's going to not make it sound off, if that makes sense.
It feels like fluff, oddly enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I say it because what happened is far more impressive than simply physically defeating your opponent. And it goes to the core of what makes Luffy so dangerous. The ability mentioned by Mihawk all the way back in Marine.
No.
Discredited already. No.
Oh, no.
Because, again, like we said earlier, Katakuri wasn't all like, we're going to be friends. You're going to be king of the pirates. I'll join the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. No. He respected Luffy as a combatant, as a fighter. I almost want to say as an equal, but Luffy isn't at that point yet.
Yeah, he's not an equal. Here's the thing. You can respect someone as a combatant. However, that does not change the fact that Katakuri wanted Luffy dead for the entire fight.
Yep.
It was only till after Luffy got like the edge with that King Cobra. After King Cobra, he got the blow in, and then Katakuri is like, you did good, kid. And then his character changed completely. Yeah. And then he smiled that Luffy got away. And it's just like, oh. So were you happy that he didn't kill you? Or what's going on here? That's the most confusing thing. Just like when he falls over and he smiles, it's like, you wanted him dead for so longest time.
It's just like that comment that we saw on this video. Everything was explained after the fight.
Oh boy. Just yeah, like you can't call Katakuri an ally. Like not after what
No.
I mean, it's expected now because he smiled at the end, but it's just like that alone is has its own objective problems, and a lot of people have like a very experienced take on it.
Yeah.
Like subjective take on it. So yeah, it's a mess to even like try to work through that because there's a lot to work through. All right.
To the core of what makes Luffy so dangerous. The ability mentioned by Mihawk all the way back in Marineford, which I'll quote now. It's not his powers or techniques. He possesses some quality that makes people want to help him. And in these waters...
What the
An ad! Bounty! You're the quicker bigger upper.
references Mihawk demanded Mihawk's respect.
That is the most formidable power of all. Now, to be clear, Luffy did not win because Katakuri all of a sudden went, oh yeah, look, I just kind of want to help the kid out.
Okay.
All right.
So we're all in agreement. The three of us are in agreement.
Okay. Good.
Where is this respect coming from?
Yeah. Where are you going with this?
I don't get it.
To be clear, Luffy did not win because Katakuri all of a sudden went, oh yeah, look, I just kind of want to help the kid out. It's not that simple. People don't just join Luffy like that, not antagonists anyway. They succumb to Luffy because
Sorry, I immediately thought of Crocodile and how he succumbed to Luffy. And yeah, he may have helped out a little bit at Marineford, but he had his own agenda that he wanted to kill Whitebeard. But no, he succumbed to Luffy, and he was his ally. He was his best friend. They were best friends during Marineford, and even afterwards. No, yeah, Crocodile succumbed to Luffy. Moria succumbed to Luffy, even though he was on the Marine side and going, damn, she, everywhere he went. Yeah, no. Doflamingo succumbed to Luffy. He's, laughing at level 6 of Impel Down about how there's going to be a throne war, even though there's an assassin coming to kill him. Yeah, those people succumb to Luffy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When Luffy defeated Arlon succumbed to Luffy's like carefree attitude. All that racism erased.
Gone out of the picture. I love humans now.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Remember when Lucci succumbed to Luffy?
When what?
Lucci.
Oh yeah.
Like he got like in that ferocious gum Gatling gun barrage. It was just like man, Lucci is just like he got away. It was a great fight. It was the best fight of my life, but yeah, I'm just glad that he left alive with his friend. Yep. I have no resentment to this whatsoever.
Nope.
He certainly didn't like stay with the government or really get promoted to Celestial Dragon bodyguard. It just succumbed the whole time.
Promotion?
I guess you got like I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it, I guess.
But yeah, all the villains succumbed to Luffy.
Oh, here it is. Here's what I'm looking for. Let's go through all the characters that Luffy beat, and let's see how many of them have succumbed. Alvida, Morgan, Richie, Buggy. Very love-hate partnership.
Yeah, kind of like his thing with Shanks.
Yeah. Kuro, Don Krieg, Arlon, Wapple, Miss Valentine, Crocodile. Bellamy's a special case. He's a nice bit of nice exemption because I guess he I don't think he succumbed to Luffy. He's just like, wow, he still kind of looks out for me.
Yeah. He's like, wow, Doflamingo's a shit, but Luffy's not too bad.
Yeah. And now Usopp. Bluno, Lucci, Mors, Moria, St. Charlos. Yeah, St. Charlos changed his ways.
Oh yeah.
Marigold, Kobe. Well, Kobe succumbed a long time ago. Pacifistas, Hody Jones. Yep, all that racism was erased. Caesar. No, not even after joining the side. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Cracker. Yeah, I remember when Cracker succumbed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Bold statements being said by Grand Line Reviews.
Woo, boy.
It's not that simple. People don't just join Luffy like that, not antagonists anyway. They succumb to Luffy because their encounters with him change those characters at their core.
But
we already went through it. No, that's just they don't. No, Crocodile did not change his ways. Buggy did not change his ways. Katakuri is just your little example of let's just change him, even though we really shouldn't have for the story. This is wow. Hey, remember when you said we weren't going into CBR territory?
Oh, we're getting closer to that.
I feel like we're on the border.
We're seeing the signs. We're like 5 miles off from the exit that we need to get off for CBR territory.
God.
Antagonists anyway. They succumb to Luffy because their encounters with him change those characters at their core. One of the better examples of this in the past is Bellamy.
Here we
After
go.
Encountering Luffy, Bellamy's beliefs were challenged, and as much
The
as he may not have forgone his dead,
the one other antagonist that you could use this argument for, the only other one. Fucking hell.
I like his wording. He challenged Bellamy's beliefs. I guess in a way.
Yeah.
It's really just like a realization that Luffy isn't as big of a piece of shit as Doflamingo is. Yeah. That's kind of what it boiled down to. Like, at least Luffy didn't want to kill him.
No. Luffy just wanted to knock some sense into him.
Yeah. So, wait, I guess that's wrong too. He didn't really challenge his beliefs. It's just...
He kind of did, though.
I guess,
yeah.
It's just very weird wording on Grand Lines right now.
It is.
Okay.
Bellamy. After encountering Luffy, Bellamy's beliefs were challenged, and as much as he may not have forgone his dedication to Doflamingo, his mind was unlocked, and he pursued an adventure to Skypiea, a location that he had previously thought was utter nonsense of a legend. A massive part of Bellamy's character evolved, and he even developed a respect for Luffy as a result. And that is the sort of journey Katakuri went on during this brief
It's just the same argument.
How many times do I have to say it? Just because you can admire someone as an equal in combat does not mean that, like, again, and I'm not going off of anything subjective. If you read the fight till the very end, literally, like, to the moment where Katakuri uses his final buzz cut mochi, he wants Luffy just dead at his feet.
Yeah.
He kept saying shit like, you are a fool, you're useless, you can't get up, your friends believe in you, but that will mean nothing to me. My skills are just better than yours. What should I cut off first? Your hands or feet? Tell me your least important part, and I'll take care of it for you. It's like, that, yeah. Hey, Watkins. I respect you. You know that? I do. So, we've had our disagreements before, right? Yeah. So, tell me, when I go to the grocery store and get my pizza cutter, do you mind if I cut your kneecap off, or do you want your ear cut off first?
I'd rather none of them be cut off.
I mean, like, I just want to cut you because, let's face it, if you just give me a good, solid punch to the head, I'll probably just really love you from that point.
Exactly. You know.
Just beat the shit out of me.
See this.
Challenge my beliefs through the art of punching.
See, this is why the respect thing is through battle, because that's the kind of, and I'm going to use this till the day I die, and that's why I compared Katakuri to Whitebeard. He is the Whitebeard to Luffy's Roger, because they respected each other through battle. And yeah, they may have had their sake cups during downtime and all that stuff, but they respected each other because of the battles they had.
Yeah, it's just you could tell, like it's just still odd. Like again, respect and admiring a worthy combatant are two very different concepts.
Yeah. And the respect can be there more through time. I mean, maybe after Wano, when we get the next like bounty reveals and all that, we'll see Katakuri just longingly look at Luffy's bounty post and be like, huh, good on you, kid, or something stupid like that, you know?
Right. Yeah. I guess you can in a way. It's like I don't know. You can kind of treat Katakuri like a Vegeta character. Does not respect him until the end of the series. But it's like he's that guy that just like, man, I lost. That was a really good fight, but I still want you dead though. just say it. All right. I don't know if I rewinded.
Even developed a respect for Luffy as a result. And that is the sort of journey Katakuri went on during this brief 17-chapter and 21-episode-long fight with Luffy. And to understand this transformation, we really do need to flag how Katakuri became the person he is today. Now, a lot of this I went over in my 101 on him, so I'll be brief, but due to a mixture of the teasing he received because of his mouth and the attacks on his family, at a very early age, Katakuri resolved to become an individual capable of commanding enough fear to protect his siblings. He offered himself as a symbol of constant strength that his family could depend on. Now here's that question again. Why? Why was that ever needed if they were the children of someone powerful enough to become a Yonko? Well, that's because Big Mom is essentially a child. She is the matriarch of the family in name alone, and not only is she completely unreliable in their protection, but she is actually the biggest threat to all of their lives, as a single mood swing can result in her killing any or all of them. That is the sort of fear that every member of the Charlotte family lives with on a daily basis.
I think we covered that already before the stream, right?
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
We agree.
Yeah, I mean, Big Mom is a piece of shit. I mean, if anything, she's the biggest bully out of all of them. Out of all the people that make fun of the kids and their looks, she's the one that points it out the most. Like with Puddin', oh, I hate your third eye. It's so gross. It's so disgusting. Can't wait for your power to come out so I can be king of the pirates. But ugh, third eye. Ugh.
Don't get that. I still don't get, like, I can get Big Mom teasing her kids or really just bullying them, insulting them, however. What I would not understand were the outsiders, the kids that do not live in Big Mom's town. Why would they tease the known children of Yonko?
Well, I guess with kids, it's more of the line of they don't understand the consequences that's coming with that.
Yeah, but then that's like that just falls on the failure of the parents or their guardians. Be like, hey, you see that girl? No, you should not mess with her. I'm just saying. Her mom, she's the queen.
Yeah. But we've seen what kind of piece of shits some parents can be in One Piece.
Well, I mean, I haven't those bullies. Their parents are main characters.
Yeah, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Unless you're Mother Caramel.
That's true. Good thing that she lives on through Big Mom by being inside Big Mom.
I'll never forget. Quick little thing.
Yeah.
I remember reading that chapter. This was back when I was doing like live reactions to the chapters. I read that chapter, and I didn't really realize what had happened. I was just like, oh, they all just kind of disappeared. Interesting. Okay. And so I ended my stuff there, and as my video was uploading, I was just like, let's see what some of our viewers are saying about this. And everyone was freaking out about how she had eaten at everybody. I was just like, wait, what? So I went back to the chapter. I saw it. I was like,
Yeah,
And finally that clicked. I'm like, holy shit!
yeah.
Holy shit!
You think in the manga there was like a crunch sound effect that was heard.
Yeah. I think it was there. But like my first read through of it, I was just blind to what happened. I'm like, oh, okay, they just disappeared one day. All right, that's weird. Okay. And then I think the chapter after that is where we see that she had the soul powers, and I was like, oh, fuck.
yeah, it was it's insane. That's what I think Flying Panda got that theory from, where like Blackbeard ate like a chunk of blood from Whitebeard, and that's why he has the quake powers.
Yeah.
But speaking of Yonkos,
It's the sort of fear that every member of the Charlotte family lives with on a daily basis. And if you were to ask any one of them if they'd prefer a world without Big Mom in it, I'd bet that most of them would honestly answer yes. And that's where
bold claim.
I mean,
well, here's the thing. Like, I bet some of the if you ask like maybe the dimwits of the Big Mom family, would be like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think anyone would realize that they kind of need Big Mom.
yeah.
Like, even if they want that world, they need her. She is the boss. She is a Yonko, for God's sake. She holds her territory together. She like is the queen. She has given all of her children this giant paradise of home that's just surrounded by food. It's just,
and that's the thing. Like the only kids that would want her gone would be the older ones. So like Parasparrow, Katakuri, like those older ones. But even still, like I think part of it, like with characters like Parasparrow, it's more of he doesn't want her gone, but he's just like, oh,
he wants to.
Yeah, if she's gone, that would be a benefit for me. But it's not that he wants her gone. Whereas people like Katakuri, his statement with him asking if Luffy was going to beat Big Mom when he came back, you can kind of put him in the group that doesn't want Big Mom there anymore.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's just what a bold claim on his end.
Oh yeah, huge bold claim.
Oh boy! Shall we go on then?
Yes. Oh please.
Boom!
any one of them, if they'd prefer a world without Big Mom in it, I'd bet that most of them would honestly answer yes. And that's where Katakuri's model of fear comes from. He adopted that aspect of Big Mom, but only in relation to his enemies. When it came to his family, he was a perfect and reliable pillar of stability. And that word perfect is very important because a legend developed around Katakuri of him being a perfect individual. So much so that allegedly his back had never even touched the ground. Of course, we know that this is completely false, and Katakuri is just some guy who propagated this belief for the sake of others. But even then, it can certainly be argued that he began to believe his own lie. This perfection became
his own lie.
It wasn't exactly a lie. It was just a front he was putting on for his family.
Yeah,
in fact, oh my lord.
Yeah, if anything, it was a front that became reality.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he has his slip ups and all that, but again, he's like 90%. I guess he would be 90% perfect in that aspect because he has that 10% where he is laying on his back eating donuts with his big old mouth.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, whenever no one's looking, he just wants to be alone, and the fact that he's not addicted to his like perfectionist persona. In fact, it's kind of needed to use his powers. So there's no fault in doing that. To say like I'm trying to figure out a good analogy for this. But saying that he believed in the lie is kind of like God damn it, how do I explain this?
It's like it's pretty much what you tell yourself, like, oh, I'm a fat piece of crap. When you say that out loud, you end up believing that. that you are. And so then you end up becoming a fat piece of crap. He said, I'm going to become this perfect big brother. And he said, I am the perfect big brother. He spoke that into reality, and it became reality.
Like to say that he believed his lie negates what he said 10 seconds ago. Like, yeah, of course we know that to be a lie. Yeah. But he believes the lie. Like, no,
it's not a lie. Because again, he made it reality.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, you just contradicted yourself. How? No.
Continue onwards.
This is completely false, and Katakuri is just some guy who propagated this belief for the sake of others. But even then, it can certainly be argued that he began to believe his own lie. Nope. His perfection became his ideology, and that is what Luffy directly challenged in this fight. Not his strength, but his beliefs. And
Don't worry, you didn't lose me. I'm just stunned. Did this guy read and watch the same fight?
Yeah, remember in one-on-one, he had most of the facts right. This is his interpretation, by the way. That's being talked by some objectivity as well. So this is, oh, wow. Oh, no. Like, oh, my God. Hey, okay, so what were... Here, Walk-ins, I have a question for you. What was Katakuri's main belief? What was his drive?
Protect his family.
Protect his family. That's right. And Luffy, that motherfucking oh my God, when they fought each other, don't you just remember how Luffy said, "Yeah, fuck your family"?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was right at chapter 60963. He said, "Fuck your family."
He challenged his...
That is laughable.
He challenged his body first and foremost. There was no great ideological tool. In fact, there was literally no quote that Luffy said. Here's a fun fact. During this entire battle, the only main character quote, the only shonen speech that was said by Luffy is literally, "My friends believe in me."
Yeah.
That's it.
Because he was fighting Katakuri to protect them. So they were both protecting something. Yeah. That's what this fight was about. But you can add on that Luffy did want to surpass Katakuri. That's an add-on to that. You know, because remember earlier he said, he flipped, he changed his reason for fighting. No, he added on to the fight. He was like, I'm going to defeat you. But it wasn't just to defeat him. It was to beat him to protect everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But no, believing his own lies and fucking challenging his own beliefs of protecting his family. What the fuck is this shit?
I'm so glad I jotted that down. I cannot wait to be like, after all, Luffy challenged his beliefs.
Oh, you should check the comments right now.
Hi, what's up? I am traumatized by the word "big brother."
Big brother
stuff. Oh, same goes for big sister. Hey, what's up, mate? Katakuri believes in the religion of Islam, Holy Quran. Yeah, unfortunately for everyone else, Luffy's just your Scientologist. He wanted to be Katakuri. Christianity.
Oh my gosh.
His beliefs. What the fuck?
Oh. Maybe he goes into a deep dive on this. Let's see.
How do you know?
He might have, Trevor.
But we read the fight yesterday. I did not see one iteration. The only other main character quote was, "No, it's my fault for getting hit by that needle." It's just like there's no such thing as a dirty fight between pirates, and I'm fighting for my friends. That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right, Grand Line, you have the floor.
And that is what Luffy directly challenged in this fight. Not his strength, but his beliefs. And it was on this battlefield that Luffy proved victorious. It was a long
I can't.
No. He emerged victorious with his beliefs. What belief was that? That he
Friendship.
This isn't like Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like my friends are my power, because Katakuri's family was his power.
Because compared to family, friendship is more. That's how he won.
Just no.
Friendship.
Oh my god. Grand Line, what is wrong with this?
Ooh, he was all right with that first video.
Yeah, and who knew that pretty much copy and paste in the One Piece wiki with your voice wasn't a bad idea. Okay.
All right.
victorious. It was a long journey to get there though, and it does start with another argument from those who claim that Luffy invoked plot armor. That argument being, why didn't Katakuri finish Luffy quickly when he clearly had the upper hand?
Because of the future sense that was knocking. Well, I'm just going to say Ultra Instinct, because of the instinct that was knocking on Luffy's door that allowed him to perceive like a quick glimpse of the future to dodge at the absolute last second. And the fight kept going, struggling because of that. Katakuri cannot deal a fatal blow within that whole entire fight until, of course, Flampe, and even then, Katakuri thrust a hole in him, in himself and Luffy, which somehow made Katakuri weaker and Luffy fine on his own. Holy mother of Hades, what am I watching? Is there anything you wanted to add, or should we?
No.
Okay.
It's a long journey to get there though, and it does start with another argument from those who claim that Luffy invoked plot armor. That argument being, why didn't Katakuri finish Luffy quickly when he clearly had the upper hand? There were surely countless opportunities to kill the Straw Hat Captain with ease that just weren't taken.
You didn't read the fight, did you?
Nope. Even though he used the manga, he's using the manga here for his points.
He kept... Oh my god, I'm not going to explain it again. It's just he was able to dodge thanks to A, at the beginning, his own natural ability. Like Luffy says, like, man, you're making things hard for me to dodge. I'm working twice as hard. And Katakuri's like, yeah, and I'm attacking twice as hard too. Your natural abilities. And then at the very end, fucking instinct. I can't see it enough.
And it's also the fact that Luffy kept getting up.
Mm-hmm.
Katakuri... I said his name. Katakuri. Oh my gosh. Every single time he hit him, he tried to hit him to knock him down and keep him down. But Luffy kept getting up. Mm-hmm. Hence the endurance and the durability of Luffy.
That you referenced in minute 1.
Yeah. But no.
Okay.
And there were surely countless opportunities to kill the Straw Hat Captain with ease that just weren't taken. But the counter-argument to this being that very early on, Katakuri quite clearly states that Luffy being able to dodge so many of his attacks is stressful, meaning that he was simply incapable of finishing him off. But this
there it is.
You misconstrued it, but fine. Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
To dodge so many of his attacks is stressful, meaning that he was simply incapable of finishing him off. But this statement is very important for another reason, which is Katakuri admitting that Luffy's constant ability to evade him is stressful, meaning that as much as Katakuri wasn't physically taxed during this portion of the fight, he was being drained mentally.
I wouldn't say stressful would be the word. I would say annoyed would be the word.
Oh my! Well, he does say it himself. It's like, it's stressing me out how I can't kill you quickly.
Yeah, but it's not like the stress where just like it's not anxiety stress. It's annoyed stress.
Oh,
It's like stay the fuck down when I hit you.
I cracked the case. I know what he's saying. Katakuri believed that he wanted to kill Luffy quickly, but Luffy challenged that belief. He made it his own. He would overcome by going in for the long run. He is the greatest of all time. Fuck off. Oh my god. How did we open back the gates of Tartarus when we're on?
We're 2 miles away from that exit to CBR County.
My god. What's next?
Meaning that as much as Katakuri wasn't physically taxed during this portion of the fight, he was being drained mentally.
Mentally. Fuck off. There's no way. He literally, okay, when he was being like taxed mentally, he responded by using an awakened devil fruit to bury Luffy and like mirror column Mochi, and then Luffy escaped. Plus, you could also argue it's like, oh, he was just late for his tea time. That was it. That was it. Afterwards, he was exposed. He got angry, and then he just got back up. He got calm, and then beat the shit out of Luffy some more. And then when Luffy came back, he's just like, he's not getting stressed out over the fact that Luffy is a match for him. He's just worried that, oh, wait, Luffy's actually improving his future sight for no good reason. How is this possible? He's like facing that existentialism on his... What extraterrestrial power is giving him the ability to match my power? Or not really match my power, but match my future sight. He can't kill Luffy, but Luffy can't do jack shit, so... I think you're reading way too much into the stress there, Grand Line. Holy shit.
It's one thing to like look into a series and a moment. It's one thing to look into that and seeing like the hidden subtext and all that shit. But it's another to just kind of look too deep and reach for something that's not really there.
Wait a sec. I understand why Peppy Hare said do a barrel roll. If only he rolled that barrel, he could have saved his wife. Oh. You see how easy it is to make shit
Friendship.
Yes.
Meaning that as much as Katakuri wasn't physically taxed during this portion of the fight, he was being drained mentally. And if that sounds lame, just picture it as if you're playing chess or another strategy-based game. If you play long enough, you will experience mental...
This guy! He's making Luffy sound like Shikamaru! Oh no!
That's how much good work. He's playing chess in terms of beliefs and
no.
You took Luffy and you made him fight on the terms of beliefs and mentality.
According to Grand Line reviews, Katakuri is playing chess while Luffy is playing 4D chess on top of checkers, on top of Battleship, on top of Whack-A-Mole against Katakuri. No! No! No!
By the pointy heels of Aerith before she gets stabbed in the next remake or not. What are we watching?
We're like, the turn to CBR County is like a half a mile. We're almost there. We're almost off that exit.
Yeah, we know Luffy can have his like serious and sometimes actually smart moments, but those are in the fight. They have like it's pretty much combat ability. Very rarely does it like real focus on mental or spiritual qualities, unless like he proves a villain wrong with his shonen-esque speeches. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, oh Jesus, take the wheel.
Ugh.
Just picture it as if you're playing chess or another strategy-based game. If you play long enough, you will experience mental fatigue, especially.
I have no words. I understand where he's going for, but to put Luffy on this aspect of giving somebody mental fatigue, no. The only fatigue that he's giving Katakuri is annoyance. Katakuri is being annoyed by Luffy. So he's getting fatigued because he's annoyed that this little rubber piece of shit keeps getting up from the floor.
This person that attacked my family and almost killed everyone thanks to making my mom angry.
Yeah.
Katakuri is mentally fatigued. It's like he's playing chess.
Fucking chess. What the fuck? Oh, Luffy. I'm just picturing Luffy playing chess. He's just like, where's the part where we get to the meat?
I figured it out what this reminds me of.
Oh no.
Hold on for 1 second. Let's see. Here we are. Let me just pull up the moment here. I'm starting to turn into a certain character.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you, God damn it? Yeah, here we are. Here it is. Here it is. I found it.
Oh no.
Yes! I was worried.
Oh no.
This is what I feel like just yelling to Grand Line. I'll just let the moment play for itself.
Character I play on the horror video.
Squishy lies! Oh, Len. It's not right. You're my cousin.
Lies!
Squishy lies!
I love Dr. Nefarious.
He's my favorite character from wrestling. I just want to go on record saying that. I just love him.
Oh.
But back to negative things. Back to things just being wrong.
If you're playing chess or another strategy-based game. If you play long enough, you will experience mental fatigue, especially if you're not used to playing against opponents you can't instantly beat.
But that's chess. Chess is all about work. Like, I don't even play chess that often, but it's like it's kind of expected that it's going to be a long game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Chess isn't who's going to win first or the quickest. No. You might get that if you're playing some idiot who doesn't know what they're doing. But that's the thing. You can't compare chess to a one-sided beatdown. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
You took Luffy versus Katakuri. You picked apart the word stressful from Katakuri, and you based your entire argument around that. And you decide to say, chess, it's like playing chess. It's extremely fatiguing to those that aren't ready to play the long game, even though that is chess.
Experience mental fatigue, especially if you're not used to playing against opponents you can't instantly beat, which is exactly what Katakuri is doing here. He's not seasoned enough in regards to actually fighting people anywhere near close to his level. So as much as it looks like it's just Luffy suffering alone, that is not the case, because even in these opening stages, this fight is taking a toll on Katakuri.
I can understand that argument, because again, the whole battle against stamina thing. So...
Oh, well, here's my issue. Opening stages is taxing on Katakuri, even though during that opening fight, Katakuri was absolutely destroying him with no remorse whatsoever. that's kind of much that's the whole fight. There's no remorse, but oh my god. Oh, this is I was not expecting this today.
No.
I was hoping to maybe there's a couple discussions to be had.
Maybe there's a couple things to pick apart, but
I want to go for these subjective experiences. Maybe I could get some objective. Maybe I'm missing something. So it'd be fun taking notes. But I never thought Watkins. I never ever considered the fact, and I just realized it. I am defending Luffy versus Katakuri.
Yay.
On YouTube. By the flaming hairs of Hades, we have reached the end times.
We have finally, the great Mama and the second son and the holy donuts, we have finally started our convergence.
You have not converted me. I'm a concerned citizen standing up for common sense. Don't love me in your church. Oh. Let's just continue.
And that is not the case, because even in these opening stages, this fight is taking a toll on Katakuri. Not enough for any major change to occur yet, but it's a starting point. It's something that began to put the notion of Katakuri's invincibility to the test. And it has a knock-on effect, because it leads into the late Merienda, and the subsequent reveal of Katakuri's true personality to Luffy. Now, I would equate the moment of Luffy intruding on Katakuri's snack time to the legendary punch in the face Bellamy received on Jaya.
What?
Let's see where he's going with this.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say, these are you can't exactly compare these two.
No.
Okay, all right, but yeah, let's hear
the moment of Luffy intruding on Katakuri's snack time to the legendary punch in the face Bellamy received on Jaya. It was an instant shattering of everything that character had been built up to be. And in the case of Katakuri, this revelation of his true self did far more damage to him than anything Luffy had physically thrown at him previously, or even in the events to come. And the interesting thing is that Luffy just didn't care at all. He caught a glimpse of this embarrassing glutton of a man with a weird mouth, and all he had to say in response was, "Our fight isn't over." Luffy then proceeded to take advantage of Katakuri's less than perfect mental state.
Oh no, I know where he's going with this.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I see where he's going with the whole shattering thing.
Oh my god.
I can understand that.
I can get the fact that the persona was shattered because Brule spent 5 minutes going on about he's perfect in every way that Luffy sees it, but
yeah,
is it just because he's that self-conscious? Katakuri is just oh, he didn't call me ugly. But here's the thing.
I mean, we did see that with Pudding earlier.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I want to point out. Katakuri was noticed by Luffy, and Luffy may have said the fight's not over yet, but Katakuri didn't pay any attention to Luffy. He paid attention to the 3 chefs and killed them. The first chef without really any good reason, and the other 2 because he misheard something one of them said. And then he was just "So you saw my true form. I can't let you live now." And then just goes on the offensive and then pays for it because he has no future sight. So
I guess with that aspect, you can kind of twist it in a way where I'll take care of the ones that can escape first, but the one that no, hold on, because Luffy was escaping before that.
It's just I explained to you earlier. It's just him killing the minions. 2 of them I can understand, 1 of them I don't. It's just let me just murder one just for the fuck of it.
Yeah. And again, I guess you could still just chalk it up under the whole shock factor of it.
I guess I do plan on using your it's one of those weird mixes where it's it is objectively it's just a very odd moment, but you can have an interpretation of it. The fight, however, it's a different story. Version, and it ultimately I think the elephant in the room in terms of this fight is that you have to, like, objectively, the ending of the fight has many, many, many problems built upon it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just curious because we've gone what 8 minutes into his video, and he's only mentioned Flampe once. So we still got the whole Flampe issue to come into this. Oh.
Joy. Hop right to it then.
At all. He caught a glimpse of this embarrassing glutton of a man with a weird mouth, and all he had to say in response was, "Our fight isn't over." Luffy then proceeded to take advantage of Katakuri's less than perfect mental state to prove that he isn't physically invincible either by landing several hits, a feat that Katakuri both praises Luffy for as well as chastises himself for allowing. And he never truly recovers from this. As much as he later tried to affirm to himself that he is invincible so long as he remains calm, the damage was done.
What? Wait, what? He did not have that moment.
No.
You just made that up. Oh my god, I get it. I just, all right, there's a moment in the fight where Katakuri, it's not a moment of like self-realization. He literally says it to Luffy. It's like, you said that so long as I'm calm, I'm pretty much invincible, right? And then Luffy's like, you're unbeatable, as he flails about.
Yeah.
So, just no. Claims there is self-realization that he's not invincible. He's never done that.
No.
He's always been confident in his abilities. What are you talking about? Okay.
Later tried to affirm to himself that he is invincible so long as he remains calm, the damage was done. Despite his physical superiority, Katakuri was losing the mental battle. Now,
excuse me? Excuse me? As somebody that loves Katakuri, excuse me? Did we read the same fight? Did we watch the same fight? Did we? No. A mental battle. Oh yeah, Luffy's winning a mental battle, everyone.
Mental battle. How was the fight mental? Can someone explain to me how this fight was about brains? That's the biggest hole I find in this. Like, you took a fight that was physical on every level. It had everything to do with the body. The only time I saw any mentality was when Luffy figured out how his powers work.
Yeah.
That's it.
That, and I guess the only thing, the only other thing I could say, because I also watch a lot of wrestling, like pro wrestling, WWE stuff, and they always make it a point that like somebody like keeps standing up after something, it kind of wears on them mentally because it's just like, well, how am I going to put this person down? So I can understand maybe that argument, but he's making it sound like Luffy. Yeah, he's making it sound like Luffy's playing again. He's playing chess against Katakuri. This isn't a mental fight. This is a physical fight, and the only mentality in it is Luffy keeps getting up and down.
Luffy is winning the mental battle.
It's fucking
battle.
Fuck off. It's a physical mental battle. I can understand that aspect, but no, he's making it sound like it's a fucking mental battle. No, Luffy is not a mental person.
This is how Katakuri succumbs, huh? All right. What's
damage
next?
was done. Despite his physical superiority, Katakuri was losing the mental battle. Now confronted directly with the truth that he is not the perfect individual he had been pretending to be, as well as the fact that he simply cannot wrap his mind around why Luffy keeps getting back up. Why does this shameful creature keep getting up and confronting me when there is no logical chance of victory?
He's never said that.
No, he hasn't outright said that.
He just says, like, it's useless to come against me.
Yeah.
But
and that's him talking down to Luffy.
Yeah, he just tries to kill him afterwards. It's like, but really, I was more off put by the fact that that Katakuri just told him at one point, stay down. It's like, oh, I guess you just gave up on killing him, huh? Wow. I could see where Oda's going with this now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's just.
Why does this shameful creature keep getting up and confronting me when there is no logical chance of victory? And furthermore, why am I incapable of keeping him down? And now at this stage, Katakuri's perfect persona now hinges entirely on him defeating Luffy. And he is finding that task every bit as impossible as Luffy is finding defeating him, albeit for different reasons. Luffy can't make Katakuri go down at all, and Katakuri can't stop Luffy from getting back up. And that is when the Flampe thing happens.
There she is. There she is. Look at her face. Look at that face of pure, unadulterated, just hatred.
What face? What face?
The amount of hatred I have for Flampe.
I see no face.
Wait, Flampe has a P in her name. Is it Flam P?
No. Don't you dare make a Will of P joke on Fluffy. Don't you dare. All right, here we go.
All right.
We're 9 minutes in. We have six. We have basically 40 minutes before you have to leave. 40 minutes to get through 6 minutes, and we've just reached the part with Flampe. Please do not defend it. Please don't. Okay.
Katakuri go down at all, and Katakuri can't stop Luffy from getting back up. And that is when the Flampe thing happens. Absolutely perfect timing for Luffy. If
Oh no, perfect timing for Luffy.
No.
Oh.
I'm just going to assume it's a joke.
It has to be. Let's see. Let's see where he goes.
getting back up. And that is when the Flampe thing happens. Absolutely perfect timing for Luffy. If Flampe had used her blowgun any earlier during the fight, particularly before the Marienda incident, I think Katakuri would have taken the win and eliminated a threat to his—
Oh my god, no, you missed it. Oh no.
The reason that Katakuri couldn't kill Luffy when he came back was all hinging on the fact that once, I can't stop saying it, but Luffy kept instinctively dodging and countering the blows when Katakuri was about to get fatal. And Flampe using, by the way, can I just say using the blowgun makes no sense? Because both of them are using their observation hockey. Luffy is trying to amp up his observation hockey. They're like, he should have noticed the needle, but no, we needed a catalyst for Katakuri to do damage to himself because Oda kind of trapped himself there.
But here's the thing: what if? Now, hear me out on this. What if Flampe had an even more advanced observation hockey?
No.
And she was just like, all right, here's where he'll be. Whew. And it just goes right here he's gonna be, and there it is.
Oh yes, because I remember that blowgun has a much better range, effectiveness, and speed than a fucking sniping bullet. Oh my god.
I mean, Usopp does use a slingshot.
Yes, but just the fact that you just like we're trying to compare a blowgun to a fucking sniper rifle. One of them is definitely faster.
Well,
and
there's a reason she's shaped the way she is.
Oh my god, I hate this. Like this is just has so many on it. Oh.
Particularly before the Marienda incident, I think Katakuri would have taken the win and eliminated a threat to his family. However,
I don't believe that for a second. Arguably would have the same result.
Yeah.
That adrenaline. Like, let's say this. Let's say that Katakuri could not crush Luffy, and then they got back to fighting, and then Katakuri was like, I'm gonna kill you for good this time. You wouldn't it be fair to say that it would just be a repeat of what happened after Luffy came back to fight? It would just literally be like, I have to try dodge, I have to try countering. Or really, if he was going to die, again, the same thing would have happened. Because that's what happened.
Yep.
Oh my god! All right, I'm done with the flomping
Before
corner.
the Miranda incident, I think Katakuri would have taken the win and eliminated a threat to his family. However, after having his perfection directly challenged, any victory that wasn't solely a result of his actions would essentially become an admission that he was not capable of beating Luffy on his own, and
So how do you feel, Watkins? How do you feel? Your boy was just called useless. He couldn't beat Luffy on his own, even though there were probably the several minutes we have on record on this video and the last one saying that Katakuri was definitely stronger, but he just couldn't beat Luffy because he was mentally taxed by his efforts, by an effort that never existed.
I'm done. Proceed.
All right. Like, yeah, there really isn't anything new we can add here. It's just
result of his actions would essentially become an admission that he was not capable of beating Luffy on his own. And
actually, I do have to add that Katakuri
He could have beaten Luffy on his own.
Can't beat Luffy on his own.
Honestly, if Flampe wasn't there, Katakuri could have beaten Luffy.
I mean, he did. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she being there caused Katakuri to lose. Fucking. Oh.
All right, here we go.
A result of his actions would essentially become an admission that he was not capable of beating Luffy on his own, and thus be deemed an imperfect being. Flampe's interference was the point of no return. Following this, Katakuri had no choice but to acknowledge his own failures. The fact that he had been unable to defeat Luffy prior to this point, as well as being unable to prevent Flampe from contaminating the fight. In fact,
he's saying it was a good thing that she came in because it forced Katakuri to recognize him as being an imperfect being, even though at that point he really, oh my god, there's so many things wrong with that.
Like, he wasn't afraid of not being perfect. He had already had that shattered right there. So he was going on with that. He didn't give a shit.
It was just the fact that it was growing into a stalemate. That's all their fight was becoming, and then Oda rode the stalemate so that he could find some way to change it for Luffy. But
honestly, out of any possibility, I would have rather a stalemate between the two.
Yeah, that would have a lot of interesting story potential.
Yeah, but no.
To defeat Luffy prior to this point, as well as being unable to prevent Flampe from contaminating the fight.
I do have to say, I have to put it down there. Flampe helped her brother realize his imperfection. Proceed.
In fact, he even goes so far as to apologize to Luffy for not noticing her in time. And of course, this culminates in Katakuri's acceptance of his true nature by revealing his face to Flampe and even allowing her minions to photograph him, which is a far cry from when he slaughtered the chef simply for catching a glimpse of.
Yeah, it's such a terrible character moment because Oda had to rush through it because he wrote himself into that corner.
And also the fact that he still knocked them out with Conqueror's Haki. So
yeah, it's just
Grand Line Reviews. How many subs do you have? I'm curious. How many people agree with you?
Oh, let me scroll down. 198,000.
All right, so that's almost 200,000 people that agree with you.
471 people don't agree.
Good. Those 471 people have a brain.
I'm not going to attack someone based on their subscriber base. CBR.
I was just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I go by the quality of the video, and unfortunately, right now I'm seeing anything wrong with this. Oh my lord!
Of course, this culminates in Katakuri's acceptance of his true nature by revealing his face to.
What was his true nature?
Tell me.
Yeah.
Flampe and even allowing her minions to photograph him, which is a far cry from when he slaughtered the chef simply for catching a glimpse of his face earlier that day. Then we have the ever iconic line of Katakuri stating that he will no longer assume that Luffy is inferior to him.
Do you have anything to add? Like,
No.
I always found it a little weird that Katakuri's like, yeah, you're an equal now, kid. It's like, oh, is he now? Even though he didn't.
Now he is. After he stabbed himself. Now we're equals. Okay.
Even.
him. And while this does, without a doubt, show a great deal of respect for Luffy, my main take.
No. What's his main takeaway? We almost got there, Trevor. It's a sign of respect. But what
I need
is
to
his
point out
main
something. I need to point out. Remember Ichigo versus Ulquiorra?
Yes.
Remember how when Ichigo did not respect Ulquiorra that much. He wanted him dead, right?
Yeah.
Remember how after the fight, Ulquiorra had no arm left and no leg to, like, he only had one leg and one arm to stand on?
Yeah.
Remember when Ichigo said, "Here, take my sword, cut off my arm and leg"? That's not respectful. That was pretty much just showing, like, no, we have to be in the same condition.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's what Oda did for this fight. Oh, I just realized that.
Yep.
Nah,
I was waiting for the gears to turn. I was like,
fuck.
yeah.
Oh no, so that's what he did. I don't know. There's the Ichigo way because that's just his beliefs. But they're like with this one, there's a different way to do it. You could have been better than that because that's such an off-putted moment too.
It's because by then we've had instances of Ichigo's beliefs and how he was as a person, whereas with Katakuri, we didn't get all that until like the ending.
Yeah, it's just such a somehow in the span of like the last third of an arc, we had a character be introduced and then do a 180 and then be like, I'm glad he escaped in the last third of an arc. Makes sense of that. Boom!
Luffy is inferior to him. And while this does, without a doubt, show a great deal of respect for Luffy, my main takeaway from this is not that Katakuri has elevated Luffy to his level in his mind. Rather, Katakuri has brought himself back down to earth and realized that in the grand scheme of things, he's no better than Luffy, despite his physical superiority.
Brought himself down to Luffy's level.
Why? Why do you say this?
I don't understand how. Like you have your own beliefs because you said this was all your personal opinion, but like your own personal interpretation. But so far, you have contradicted yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 different times if I had to take a note on what was very noticeable about the video. Like, and I'm not going like, oh, you just believe it wrong. Like you just stated using the objective things that are in the story, and you got those wrong. That is what I listed down. Like, holy God. Oh. All right. We're almost there though. We're almost there. Let's just see how he qualifies Katakuri brought down to Luffy's level. Okay.
Worth and realize that in the grand scheme of things, he's no better than Luffy, despite his physical superiority. And this is enormously liberating, because for the first time in his adult life, Katakuri no longer has to play the part of perfection. He can just let loose and be himself. And
I mean, well, we talked about that earlier, about the whole shattering kind of thing.
I guess it's just he can be himself. Nothing changed though. He literally just got rid of his scarf.
Yeah.
Like the character somewhat remained intact. It's I don't know where he's getting this information from.
And as his first act of true autonomy, he decided to honor Luffy's wishes to finish the fight. From this moment on, Luffy was no longer Katakuri's enemy. But it's here we counter another storytelling argument, though.
Wait,
As the two go on
what?
straight blow-
He was
Hold on.
no longer Katakuri's enemy?
Oh, I missed that part. I was confused by something else he said.
True autonomy, he decided to honor Luffy's wishes to finish the fight.
Honor Luffy's wishes to finish the fight.
They were finishing it beforehand.
There was... Oh my god.
And then he goes on to say he wasn't... Oh, he was still an enemy to him.
Hmm.
He just decided that at the end, he was just like, all right, fuck it. Go.
Yeah, like he accepted the Snake Man challenge, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's what, like, that better be what he meant, because otherwise,
Ooh. He
Alright,
hasn't even touched Snake Man yet.
yeah, all right, and let's see what that other point.
From this moment on, Luffy was no longer Katakuri's enemy. But it's here we counter another story.
Yep. But there's another story thing. Oh, there's another thing.
But no longer Luffy's enemy. No longer Luffy's enemy.
Okay.
Yeah, even though they tried to kill each other. Remember when? Again, I can't stress it enough. that buzz cut, the spiked mochi leg swing into the ground that caused a crater with that awesome silhouette of Katakuri staring with such contempt. Yeah,
Yep.
it was friendship. That was just a
Yeah.
mutual respect. I know.
Oh.
Just play.
Finished the fight. From this moment on, Luffy was no longer Katakuri's enemy. But it's here we counter another storytelling argument, though, as the two go on to trade blows over an extended period before Luffy finally unveils Snake Man. And the question here is, why did it take Luffy so long to whip this out? The question
I know why. Because the first time he used Gear 4 was all about power.
Yep.
He then ran out of Gear 4 and had to run away. He found Broly, left with her through a mirror, and then just rested for like 10 more minutes. Avoided Big Mom and Amande, went back in the mirror world, and he's like, all right, let's do this, round 2. And then he tried to use dodging, which didn't exactly work until he just kept getting pummeled. He was inching ever closer to death because of what Rayleigh said, and then he started to figure out how to match it. And then only when it was time for the fight to wrap up, because he knew he was on his last leg, did he use Snake Man. You could tell he was on his last leg, because even in Snake Man, Luffy was shouting his feelings. He was using that mashed future sight ability to try and even out the playing field. Basically, he was even out the playing field as much as he can before Snake Man, so that he could finally get like a solid foot ahead. And
Yeah. Again, we got Tank Man earlier in this arc, which was just a random power up. It was a random new form.
yeah,
Like this, and that was because Luffy was just like, I need to be able to take some of these hits. And he was already fat enough. He was just like, Gear 4, Tank Man. Literally, I can almost guarantee it might have been said, but with my interpretation of it, Snake Man was on the fly. Snake Man was something he came up with when he was out of the mirror world. He was just like, I need to not be so bulky. I need to speed up.
yeah.
So let's slim down Bound Man, make it Snake Man.
Yeah, like he knew that for Snake Man it would be it, but let's see how he goes.
Luffy finally unveils Snake Man, and the question here is, why did it take Luffy so long to whip this out? A question that often implies that this is an ass-ball from Oda, and there is no good explanation as to why Luffy did not use Snake Man earlier.
I can defend. We can defend Snake Man. At least. Not really an ass pull. There's actually good story reasons, like I just mentioned. There really wasn't another time for Gear 4 until it was near the end. It's a trump card for a reason, guys.
Yeah. There's a reason Luffy doesn't start off with Gear 4.
Right.
Unless he's going to go in for one attack on Big Mom and have it blocked.
Yeah. Or unless you're Kaido, and then you're just that pissed. All right.
There is definitely a good explanation, though, and like a lot of what's happening here,
Oh,
it's
is there?
very open to interpretation, but to me, it all comes back to Luffy's mid-fight conversation with Brule. Earlier in the video, I said that Luffy's goal changed halfway during this fight, and this is the point.
Here we go. Halfway. Let's hear what he has to say.
Where it happened, where he was pondering over whether or not he would be able to develop Future Sight, as well as Rayleigh's words about Haki blooming in battle. And after that particular point, Luffy did not invoke Gear 4th again until right at the end with Snake Man. This is because his goal was no longer simply to defeat Katakuri and move on, but to enhance his own observation Haki through extreme use as directed by Rayleigh. And you
What?
Oh, what a perfect image to pause on.
What? That? No.
And jotted a note down.
No.
Snake Man was another.
You can make that argument in Wano for Luffy learning advanced armament Haki. But no, it did not change. He knew he had to defeat Katakuri.
Mm-hmm. He just wanted to improve his sight. Like the goals were still the same. It was just like a thought.
Exactly.
In fact, if anything, it was part of his combat strategy. He's like, I can't take him on.
Yep.
The only way is to try, just like let's try this new plan. It might get me killed, but it's whatever.
And
hey, Wolf.
And that's how Luffy trains. Like look at Wano with him in the prison. Like he still trained him. He still tried to train himself as much as he could because he was just like, I might be in Sea Prism Stones, but I'm still gonna train myself to be stronger.
Hey,
remember
we played tennis together and you kept kicking my ass. So it's like, oh geez, I need to change up my strategy. And then I just threw a basketball at your face. Like that is changing. Like, no, we're gonna play basketball now. Like that's a change of goal from tennis to basketball. Not, oh, I just came up with a new plan. Because in my scenario, it would just be like, oh, okay, maybe I should try with a top spin rather than just with a neutral swing.
Yeah, and then you try that a few times, and if it works, great. And if it doesn't, you just keep trying until it works. If that's what you need to do. If that's what you're trying to like train on, which I can understand if most of the fight, if he's trying to spin it in a way where it's like most of the fight turned into not Luffy beating Katakuri, but being stronger, I could see if he was making that as the argument. But at the end of the day, the main thing of that fight was to defeat Katakuri so they could escape. Because if he didn't defeat Katakuri, Katakuri would have been right there on Cacao Island to kill them all with the rest of his family. He would have been on a boat chasing them to kill them. Katakuri, next to Big Mom, Katakuri was the biggest threat. He needed to eliminate that second biggest threat.
Yeah. But don't you know, his beliefs that were not really...
God,
his beliefs were challenged.
His fucking beliefs were challenged.
He was no longer Luffy's enemy, remember? He wouldn't go after the Red Straw Hats. He's a good friend now. Well, by the way, what time specifically do you need to head on out?
Probably should get off at 4:30.
All right, we can do this. We can
do this.
On, but to enhance his own observation Haki through extreme use as directed by Rayleigh. And using any form of gear would be highly counterproductive to this effort because of the fact that...
Out of all the pictures, why did you choose that one?
Oh,
the worst Gear 4 of all time.
Oof.
Oh, dear God.
Rayleigh. And using any form of Gear 4th would be highly counterproductive to this effort because of the fact that after extended use, Luffy loses the ability to use Haki altogether for 10 minutes. So to breed the most extreme conditions for Luffy's Haki to develop, it makes all the sense in the world to stay in his base form, where he can continue to pursue observation, whilst also allowing him access to unrestricted armament Haki in order to defend himself against Katakuri, because
he did not defend himself. Look at the picture you're using right now, Grand Line. He is losing to that.
Yeah, that's not defending. That's trying to go against, and
that's
it's not
literally
working.
staying alive. Yeah. Luffy's armament defends against Katakuri's.
Defends. Yeah.
I'll admit he like there's some severe damage being at least blocked, but he's still paying for it. It's like when you break your armor in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. It's just
whilst also allowing him access to unrestricted armament haki in order to defend himself against Katakuri, because without it, Luffy has zero chance whatsoever. And at the point where Snake Man comes into it, that is Luffy saying that he has either gotten everything he needs from this fight, or, and I think this is much more likely, that he has reached even his physical limit and needs to finish this now.
I would say it's both. I would just say it's both.
Yeah.
Say the latter is more likely because in the manga the artwork is just brutal, and it's very visually clear in one panel in particular that Luffy can barely get back up to his feet. So Snake Man happens, which allows Luffy to fight on a sort of equal footing with Katakuri, although he is still clearly stronger and faster, which you can see because Luffy's punches don't have anywhere near the effect on him that Katakuri's punches are still having on Luffy, and by the fact that Katakuri is still capable of dodging most of these insane Snake Man hits. But with that said,
Oh no, you used the anime.
Yep.
That was the anime. In the manga, boys and girls and stormtroopers of all ages, Katakuri, he was getting pretty railed on. He was still able to like block some, but not most. He took some hits in the manga.
Yeah, the manga basically defined the whole aspect of, you might be able to see the future, but it's too fast for you to react to.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, wait, can I do something? Oh my god, I can.
Uh-oh.
I get to label watching versus Katakuri videos part 1.
Oh, yay.
All right. Gotcha. Okay. Never mind then. I think I have to wait for everything to end first, and then I can change it.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
Luffy, and by the fact that Katakuri is still capable of dodging most of these insane Snake Man hits, but with that said, he isn't capable of quickly adapting enough to the form, and then we have the final physical clash of the fight, which does knock out both combatants. Now there is definitely a discussion to be had here, because it can be argued that because of the flow of the panels, that Katakuri only allows himself to fall after Luffy has already done the same. It can also be said that Luffy got in a good hit.
I'm pretty sure that first fall right there was anime only. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I actually think he did fall. I think both of them did fall. Yeah, both of them fell down. Both of them did fall
down. I need to check this. I'm almost positive. What chapter was
pretty sure
Snake Man?
894, I believe. I'm checking this right now.
Okay. Because I'm almost positive, because I remember how the chapter ended with the clash, but we didn't see any hits land.
Oh, 95.
95? 895?
895.
All right, let's see.
I'm pulling it up too. Where are you in my notes?
Okay, so there's Buggy. Cool, great Buggy. Snake Man.
He didn't end on the clash. It's 896. 895 ends with the Python and Buzzcut clash.
Okay.
896.
So 96.
896. Scrolling down. All right, so they got the blow in. The Luffy reels his arm back. The Mochi just appears.
Okay, no, never mind. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, Luffy.
Yeah, he's laying front ways. Okay, never mind.
They fell around the same time.
Okay.
Technically, Katakuri won because Luffy fell down first.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah.
Allows himself to fall after Luffy has already done the same. It can also be said that Luffy got in a good hit because the final strike was an attack on Katakuri's stomach, which would have also hit his self-inflicted trident injury. I'm not going to strongly argue either of those points because that goes a bit too deeply into the realm of interpretation
even for you.
Even
for you.
For Grand Line reviews.
So let me get this straight. Let's see. You won't dive into plausible arguments.
I'll dive into bullshit.
Too far into Interpretation. So, oh my god. So the honestly, what I unironically, those last 2 points he's made, those are actually really good takes. I could believe either of them.
Yeah.
So, what does that say about you, Chief?
Oh.
Injury. I'm not going to strongly argue either of those points because that goes a bit too deeply into the realm of interpretation even for me. But the fact is that Katakuri fell second and he was the first to get back on his feet. He was exhausted and he was greatly injured, but he was ready to keep going. The only issue being that he had no real reason left to fight. Luffy wasn't his enemy.
He
had
still had a
reputation.
reason to fight.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but he still had a family to protect and all that shit, and Luffy was he was literally just waiting for Luffy to get back up.
Yeah.
And then only afterwards did Luffy get back up. Did Katakuri was like, "Oh, good, you're up. Hey, you're gonna come back to my mom?" It's like, "Yeah, I will." It's like, "All right, good job. You outlasted me, kid. Bye."
What were his exact words?
Let me pull them back up.
Sorry,
He
not
didn't say-
to be like that.
He didn't say anything like
Well,
like
about the like Big Mom thing, because if he says if, because that
will you be back someday to topple Big Mom?
okay. So will you be back someday? So he says, "Will you be back?"
Yeah, and then you're looking quite far into the future.
Yeah. So I guess his question, you could spin it in a way to like if he said, like if he wasn't going to come back and be Big Mom or something. Like I'm trying to spin it in a way where, because I have my own agenda about Katakuri and all that shit. Because you could spin it in a way where, like, if Luffy was just like, "I'm not going to come back to be Big Mom," he could have just killed him right there, probably. But him saying, "Yeah, I'm going to come back and be Big Mom," Katakuri would probably, you could twist it in a way to be like, "Okay, well, he's going to come back, be Big Mom, fine, whatever, have your win." And he just falls back like that.
Right.
You could twist it in that kind of way.
I guess, yeah.
But again, I have my own platform on things, so headcanons.
What a very whoo boy. Oh boy.
The only issue being, he had no real reason left to fight. Luffy wasn't his enemy, he had no reputation to protect, and his family were in no real danger. Well, I mean, except from Big Mom herself. And so the question becomes, will you be back someday to topple Big Mom? And this is the stark contrast of what Katakuri has become over the course of the fight. He went from believing without a doubt that Luffy is inferior to him in every way, to believing that one day he could defeat someone whom Katakuri himself could never hope to stand against.
That's what you got from it, huh?
Okay.
Can Luffy defeat me? Oh, he can't, but I guess he will beat up my mom one day.
Because he literally laughs and says, "You're looking really far into the future," which means, Luffy, you ain't ready yet for a Yonko.
Yeah. I just agree with you. It's just like not ready, but you can argue that Katakuri would just fall down because it's like, all right, you still have the strength to go on. I'm gotta tap on out.
Yeah, he's just like, "I didn't get my proper snack break. Fuck off."
Yes. Hey, so basically you could say that Luffy kind of had a physical win because he outlasted this whole time.
Yeah.
Blasphemy, I know, because this was supposed to be a win on a mental level, but ooh, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it from the story's perspective, not this fan fiction that we've been watching for the past hour.
Oh my gosh.
Let's just get this done.
And that is Luffy's victory. Because while this fight was won by Katakuri in the physical arena, it was won by Luffy in the psychological arena.
Psychological!
So we've gone from mental to psychological.
How is any of this fight psychological? Luffy won psychologically. What a perfect note for that. Oh my god. He challenges. It's it.
It hurts.
Oh, we're almost there. We are almost done. Let's just power through it. Let's just rip the band-aid.
This fight changed Katakuri as a person, shattering his obligation to be the perfect being that he thought he needed to become from childhood. He got a taste of the freedom that is one of the core motivations for piracy all across the planet, and furthermore, Luffy himself represented a sliver of hope in an otherwise impossible world. So after hearing Luffy's declaration to become the Pirate King, a phrase that he is bound to have heard his mother say at multiple points, and a feat that even she has never managed to achieve, there's nothing left to do but accept that, as so many characters eventually come to do with Luffy, and finally, Katakuri completely embraces who he is and falls onto his back.
Let's just remind everyone here that Luffy did not, like, all those antagonists that believe that Luffy would be the Pirate King. Do I need to bring up the list again?
No.
We're almost there.
Very purposely destroying the #1 rumor in regards to his invincible persona. And that's kind of that. Katakuri had no reason to keep fighting. One of his main driving forces to continue the fight was Luffy's desire to continue it. So once Luffy stated that this would be the final clash, it was done. The two of them parted ways with great respect for one another, and that.
All right, I do like that take. The only reason Katakuri kept going was because Luffy kept getting back up, and then when Luffy was done, it just happened that Katakuri was done too because of all those snake blows. And
yep, I like that.
Yeah, it's such a shame though that the past 14 minutes of your video painted a very different, very contradictive Peyton.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, what else is there?
And that's the end of that. All right, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, but once again,
Oh, believe me.
Yes, trust us. It did.
Oh no, Upleft Gaming has arrived, and unfortunately, just about done. I'm sorry that it took me so long to notice your comment, but hello, and soon to be goodbye for now. That one
got me.
Wow. So I might have quite a few pages dedicated to just that one video when I covered in my Katakuri video.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Oh my god, there are some things to talk about.
Some takes that were hot, some takes that were what? And some takes that were just completely ass.
Yeah, some that just hurt so much. Okay, but yeah, thankfully that's it. Unfortunately, we only got through 2 of our 5 videos today.
Oops.
But next time for sure.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you and Otamarks about that maybe tonight. Just see when you both are free. Or maybe we have to take care of this next week because we have a CBR thing to do this week too.
Oof. I'm not looking at after the ones I sent you.
We're doing Steve. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. We're doing that one.
Yeah.
Those My Hero Academia ones I sent you.
I don't know if we should tackle those.
They're all rape, Penber.
You don't want to.
We've at least got to do the one about 5 techniques that are stronger than the Detroit Smash.
We can do one of them, but oh my god, that would be good. But yes, this is a little fair. This is going to be part 1. Next time, ladies, gentlemen, and blonde vampires of all ages. Next time, we will be covering Nux Taku's videos on Katakuri, and maybe even Tekken 101 if we have time. But I hope to God that Nux Taku is better. I just hope.
Oh, one can hope.
Before I leave, make sure to check out Walk-In's video. Link is in the description. Give him a watch, please. And that's all I got. Do you have anything else?
I'm gonna go watch that Kaido Luffy fight video from Grand Line Reviews because that has me intrigued.
You know which type of cancer it gives you when you're done.
Oh, I will.
But on that note, ladies, gentlemen, Green Hulks of all ages, we will see you next time, whenever the hell that is. Farewell.